Hey,
Shout out the Gabe. We back.
hey, what's good, everybody? Shout out to Gabe and shout out to Javon Kinlaw. Pause.
I'm just hoping to see the intensity pick up even more. You know what I mean? We've been banging each other for the longest time now. I'm gonna pause that. That was crazy, but yeah, we've been going against each other for so long.
That was a Louie Tee classic right there.
Yo, that's something I would so say and not even realize I said the shit. And then Rico would be like, "Hey, Louie, chill, bro. Like, what are you doing?" I would at least he realized it at the end. And it was crazy because he said we've been banging each other for so long, and then he paused for like this extended amount of time, and then said for so long, and then he was like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, Rico would have had to catch you saying that shit because you would have not realized you said it at all.
At all. How's everybody doing tonight? Yes, that's what I always think about now when I talk. Be specific. That's what I always think about.
Yep, I'm great tonight, man. We had joint practice today. The streets are buzzing. We got a preseason game to preview as well as the joint practice news. I'm phenomenal right now. How about y'all?
I'm good too, man. I'm excited. There's so much to talk about. I mean, every week it just seems to be some flow of something to talk about, man. We always gonna be good here, man.
No, I'm good. Jaden was surgical. I know we'll talk about that a little bit later. You know, we probably would have had some more play-by-play than some of the people that were out there, a little bit focused on Bon Jovi and other people, but we're definitely getting to that later too. But no, I'm good, man. Yeah, we got a preseason game on Friday.
Shout out Jason Tatum, though.
Hey, shout out Jason Tatum and John Bon Jovi. Now, it's crazy because I literally, and there will be a conversation on my channel about this, but I was talking to Candy about that, and she was not happy. I don't know if y'all seen John Keim.
He was spicy.
John was spicy.
Yeah, he was talking shit. Yeah, I ain't never seen Ned Flanders get spicy like that.
John came out of character for a second, bro. Yeah, he was yelling in his Ned Flanders voice too. He was hot, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, so when and where was this?
On X?
On X, there was
so because look, I was live during the whole joint practice, right? And so in order to be live, because the Patriots, they cut their coverage off before the joint started.
And it was terrible. It was so terrible dry. Anyway. I was about to say, man.
God, it was so dry.
I had them on mute,
so I didn't.
Yeah.
No, it was terrible. They were babbling about nothing. They was talking about Patriots sometimes, anything under the sun other times. Like
they was going back down memory lane and shit, talking about the Brady era. Like, we're not in the Brady era anymore.
Yeah. He was he said something to the extent of like, you know, we had so many playoff seasons. I don't even remember the exact year it happened. They were trying to bring up a moment. It was like, I don't know which year it was. We were always there. It wasn't fun.
Yeah, I could only imagine. I just looked at one of the dudes, and you know how when Saturday Night Live do somebody with a bald head, the dude that was sitting second from the left looked like one of them pasty bald head joints. I was like, yo, what the hell is that right there that he got going on?
Very unseasoned content. And then they stopped it right before the practice actually started.
I was like, that's crazy.
Thanks.
So exactly. Thanks, but no thanks. Like, thanks for nothing. And in order to get what was going on, we needed to rely on the people that are there. So I pulled up as many people on X that cover the team that I could think of that, you know, and for the most part, I think we all know most of the people that cover the team aren't heavy on social media anyway. Like they're not like out tweeting play-by-play of stuff, which is fine. Like I'm not tripping about it. If I was out there, I wouldn't be doing that shit either. But for this particular purpose, you would think that some people would be putting some shit out there, and they just weren't. So, when it was done, the crazy part was nobody was really tweeting anything about the practice, but yet everybody seemed to have a tweet about Jason Tatum being out there and John Bon Jovi.
It was in succession too.
Yeah.
Like it was like 20 tweets in a row. John Bon Jovi, Jason Tatum's here with his boot off, but they mad because fans are mad that we have to go through Patriot outlets to do it. Luckily, my boy hit me. Jalen hit me and was like, yo, JP and B Mitch are on the radio. He was like, turn on B Mitch and Finley. They're like kind of play-by-play calling the practice right now.
Yeah, because they had the all 22 look. So they were sitting up top and looking at everything. So that was the thing that pissed a lot of fans off, was that we had to get all our information from I literally had like 20 X accounts open in front of me, and I moved all the ones that were pertinent and giving pertinent information up to the front, and it was like all Patriot accounts. So needless to say, John Keim, they confronted all of the media members with that shit, and they were not happy about it. So the shit was crazy. John Keim was not happy. I ain't seen him get that spicy on X ever.
And he was mad at the fans or the other media members?
The fans.
Yeah,
he was mad at the fans.
Back. He was fighting back.
I asked Lake when he came on, because me and Lake went live from the field on my channel earlier. I was like, were y'all under like embargo or like a gag order or like an NDA? Because it was like all y'all's tweets came in like right after, like they didn't cut the Wi-Fi on or something.
Yeah. It was wild.
From a Patriots reporter that Jaden was looking surgical. Like that was from a Patriots beat reporter.
Yeah. Like all the information we got, the Zach Ertz looks like prime Zach Ertz. They can't stop him. The Ja'Cory Brooks one-handed catch. They didn't even tell us about Luke. I didn't even know.
They just dropped that clip, by the way. I put it in the Twitter chat.
Yeah,
by the way.
The Luke one?
No, the Ja'Cory Brooks one-hand catch.
Okay.
They just dropped that.
Okay, I hadn't seen that one yet.
Oh, that's throwing up on the screen, man.
Touchdown pass. I didn't even know if he got his feet down, to be honest.
Wouldn't even know it though, because
he didn't tell us. Nobody told us that he caught that touchdown. We knew he threw a second touchdown pass. I just didn't know it was to him. You know what I mean? So
a Boston person thought Josh Johnson was Jaden
twice, two times.
It's bad.
Just because they black.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I said.
I tweeted that out. Like, y'all ever seen the movie Role Models, bro? When the little black boy was like, "If you white, you Ben Affleck." I said, "If you black, you Jaden Daniels," according to Boston media.
Yo, that was crazy. I'm like, you really thought that was Jaden Daniels?
Seriously? And LB posted that clip and said, "See, I told you they due for a regression this year because of Josh Johnson scrambling." And then he tried to say, well, him too, he a part of the regression. Like, don't act like you didn't think that was Jaden.
He don't know shit, man. That's what you can't, because you just jump on, you see something, you don't even take the time to even see what's what and just run with it. I love it. So I gotta ask, and I put this in the title. Today's joint practice was fill in the blank.
Who wants to start?
Today's joint practice versus the New England Patriots was
productive. It was productive. It gave us something to go off of. I'm not looking for us to be crowned Super Bowl champions in joint practice, but I am looking forward to seeing what we look like in a competitive setting without the answers or the cheat sheets, because when you practice against your teammates, you know exactly the depth the receivers run. You know the offense because you see it every day. It's cheating of sorts. I want to see how we look versus another franchise and probably some of the closest speed to game speed we're going to see until September. But they've even nerfed joint practice. They're not tackling to the ground in joint practice anymore. Right. So it's basically like a typical practice that's blended. It's a blended regular ass practice. And I was excited to see the updates. I was excited to see us out there, to see Drake May and Jaden Daniels both frying. But we're going to overreact to everything we see. Mikey's getting beat like a drum by Pop Douglas early in practice.
Hey, Pop Douglas be hooping, bro.
Yeah, Pop Douglas gets active, and he had a day versus our deep. Even on the play where Bobby Wagner tips the ball up,
he was open for a touchdown.
He was butt naked for another score.
Yeah.
And they pretty much scored at will in the red zone goal line section. And this is productive. This is all productive. This is all part of the process. We all remember getting drummed by the Jets in joint practice last year. That shit was good for the soul. We needed it. In the rain, we got washed by the Jets. Jets didn't end up turning out to be anything, and we were 60 minutes from the Super Bowl last year. So this is all part of the process. It's funny seeing from the Patriots side of things. It's not a surprise to anyone here, but they're like so appalled at how good Jaden is. Like, they're like, oh, wow, this guy doesn't miss any read. Wow, this guy is surgical. Oh, my God. Washington's offense didn't skip a beat even without Terry and Noah Brown out here. We're like, duh. Yeah. Exactly. It's just him, Ertz, and Eckler versus the world. B-Rob's actually, shout out to Ed. B-Rob is actually.
Shout out to Ed.
B-Rob actually has some effective runs today. Ed, what you think?
I'm happy for that. Like I said, weeks 1 through 7, that's the B-Rob you're going to get. I need to see weeks 8 through 17.
Yeah, we got to get him through October. We got to get B-Rob through Halloween still playing good football because none of us are rooting against anybody on our own team. But I would say today's joint practice was productive. It meant so much more to the Patriots than us because they're in year 1 of a new regime, despite being year 2 of a young quarterback. This meant so much to them. The media members, they got their chest poked out like these boys are going to be on Mahomes level this year. So I'm definitely looking more forward to the game Friday after these joint practices as well. What do y'all think?
For me, I would say reality check. To a lot of Rio's points, it kind of showed us that, like, you know, some of the hype that we were seeing may not have necessarily been warranted. I think it's more of a case of we do miss Terry. When you see our corners are locking up everybody every day in practice, and then we finally go against another team. And I mean, Pop Douglas is good, but you know, it's not like you're going against Justin Jefferson or anybody like that, or going to have to play the Cowboys twice with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. And suddenly our corners still, I think, had a good day overall. They didn't have as dominant of a day as they typically had. And so it kind of puts into perspective, okay, the cornerback group, maybe we should, you know, damper our expectations and our hype for that group just a little bit. I still think they'll be really good. I still think they'll be the best in the division. But this was a reality check that kind of, if anything, from how the cornerback group played out today, I think that's more reflective of the fact that our wide receiver group just may not be that good, especially without Terry.
Ed, the joint practice versus the Patriots was
a reminder, either a reminder or reiteration. I'll start out with the positive. You know, Laramie Tunsil's adult. You know, I think some people have kind of played with him with his ranking and, you know, Texans media saying he's not this, he's not that, he's not a leader, he's not going to do this and that. But the first thing we heard was that he was putting somebody almost in the bleachers, you know, so I love hearing that.
He put his dick in the dirt.
Yeah, he put a couple people in the dirt, somebody in the dirt today. Him and Connolly had a good practice today is what we need to hear from both tackles. So that's great hearing that. And then, to the point about Terry, you know, so we need him back out there bad. Of course, they're going through the whole contract negotiations and things like that. Debo stepping up, doing what he's supposed to do. Zach, you know, no yak Zach, I call him that, but he's starting to get some yak and stuff like that.
Jaden loves him, man.
There's an article talking about how much yak he's going to get this year. He's working on that. So he was basically our wide receiver, our number 1 option out there today. Him and Jaden were connecting a lot, and that's how he looks so surgical. You know, Jaden looks surgical anyway. But, Terry's needed, man. So we're throwing jump balls to Ja'Cory Brooks, and I love Ja'Cory Brooks. I would love to see him, you know, be a part of the practice squad some way, somehow. But that's a jump ball that we're supposed to be throwing to Terry in the red zone. So I put up a clip of that on social media. And he had a big one-hand catch today, too. But it's just stuff like that. You know, we've seen Chris Moore drop a pass, and Trey Amos got a pick in practice a couple of days ago, but just stick with. And then he missed a pass today, too, that I saw a clip of as well. So
a lot of drops.
So we had a couple of highlight drops. We had some highlight catches with some highlight drops today, too. So Terry's needed. You can see where Terry's going to make a catch where some guys are out there not making those catches. So Luke stepped up. The defense, yes, they did get dotted up by Demario Douglas, but, you know, Mikey came back with a pick, so that's huge. But I think it was just a reiteration that Terry's really needed, and Larry Tunsil was going to be a dog for sure. So, and Jaden's a dog. Jaden's doing this without Terry, without Noah. We got guys sitting out, our wide receiver 1, number 2, and he's making it happen with Debo in the corner, making big plays. And hitting. And I heard Luke got a touchdown today too. So I know Rio was ragging on Luke a lot last week, but Luke stepped up and made a play. So it was good to hear some things like that. So we'll get into some of the other players. But I think it was a good reminder about Laramie Tunsil, people playing on his name, and Terry, that we really need him back out there.
I seen somebody say on Twitter, was it Linnell that Laramie threw to the sideline?
yo, that was wild how he was coming at him. So, he was feeling some type of way too. Like, you know how cats be walking their shit back after they say something and somebody get wind of it. He was definitely like, yo, I wasn't trying to. Like, nah, bro, stand on business. That's how you feel. Stand on business. To the Commanders' joint practice versus the Patriots was offensive. So offensively, the offense did what they needed to do. Short-handed on the offensive line. You had to play musical chairs. Andrew Wiley had to go to left guard. Josh Connolly had to go to right tackle. So you already were compromised on the line. The depth of that line that we've talked about is already being tested, right? You got the 2 dudes that we said are going to be primary backups starting at both guard spots today, right? So you see the line being tested. Jaden still goes out there and for the most part is doing what he does. Ertz did what he needed to do. The receivers, look, as much as I want to see Ja'Cory Brooks succeed, I don't need him out there with the first team offense as much as he was today. And that's a problem, right? Like, where's Michael Gallup? Where's KJ Osborne? And literally, if you talk to people out there, they're like, no, he's better than those guys, right?
I told y'all Michael Gallup's not a player to me until I see it, bro, because that retirement, I can't get over it. I can't unsee the fact that he was not a football player last year.
Yo, it's wild that they had him out there. The one-handed catch, I haven't seen it yet, but it's got to be nuts.
Hey, pull it up. I put it in the Twitter chat.
I'm gonna look at it, but at the same time, like Ed said, to Ed's point, on a gotta have it 4th down, I don't need my quarterback throwing a jump ball to Ja'Cory Brooks in the end zone. Yeah. That's not what I'm looking for. So they got to figure that out. But the offense did what they needed to do. But the defense was offensive today. And that was disappointing because Stephon Diggs didn't even practice for the first 3/4 of this practice. You getting cooked by Mac Hollins and Pop Douglas.
And Booty.
And Kayshon Booty. So it was eye-opening because I had talked about several times leading up to this that we're going to find out if the secondary was just getting a shit off against the likes of Ja'Cory Brooks and KJ Osborne,
Chris Moore,
Luke, and Braylon Sanders or Sanders.
Sanders.
Big play Tay.
Big play Tay Martin.
Jacoby Jones.
Are they getting their shit off on these dudes, or are they actually like that? And today was a reminder that they might be like that. Like I asked for Cincinnati, and they must have heard me. I said, hey, football guys, if you could do me a solid, because I know the starter's playing next week. I said, hey, do me a solid, man. Just let me get at least one possession of Burrow, Chase, and Higgins, please, bro. I need it for Amos. I just need it. I need to see it. And it was like, I tell you what, I do you one better. Zach Taylor said we going with a different approach because what we've done in the past hasn't worked. We get off the slow starts. Not only are the starters playing in the first preseason game, they're playing extensive minutes in the second one. I'm like, hey, that's us.
That sounds like a half.
So I won't go that far. Hey. Sound like multiple possessions. Look, I just wanted one. So if you tell me they're playing 2 possessions, sign me up.
That's Monday Night Football. They might play a half.
I don't know if they're gonna play that long, but
that'd be fire though.
hey, I don't know if they're gonna play that long, but the fact that they're gonna be out there, I want to see this defense in that situation against that quarterback, against those receivers, and see how they handled it, because I don't know if the pressure was necessarily there. It sounded like they stopped the run pretty good today. Again, no, you're not taking anybody to the ground. So, like, for instance, they said Antonio Gibson scored on the screen, but they think he would have been tackled on the play. So, like, I want to see how this looks, how the defense looks, because today wasn't a good day. Like Josh Dobbs, and I get it, it's the second and third team, whatever. 18 or 22 though, for 2 touchdowns. You know, like at one point we were charting, the Patriots beat reporters were charting the numbers for the 2 quarterbacks. It was before the last 11-on-11 period. Drake May at that point was 9 of 12 for 2 touchdowns, and Josh Dobbs was 11 of 13 for a touchdown. So combined, they were 22 of 27 for, I don't know how many yards they threw for, but 3 touchdowns. And I was just like, what? So I was disappointed with the defense today. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It wasn't good. And I've talked to people that were there. It wasn't good. And I want to see, but to Rio's point, this is good. Like,
very good.
The biggest thing is, and I said this, just come out of this thing healthy, bro. Like, come out of this thing no worse for the wear. We already didn't have 7 dudes not even travel. All right. Let's just make sure we leave the way we came in, with the same crew. We know the starters aren't playing on Friday, so we're good. Now it's about seeing what these young guys can do. This is going to be our first opportunity to see the rookies and the second-year guys really get after it. So I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. But today was offensive, because the offense was good and the defense was absolutely offensive.
They got some film to stew over, and there's a preseason game Friday. As much as we react in the moment to the things during joint practice and training camp every day, you have to put it in its proper perspective. This is all a part of the process of summer ball. That we have our first game a month from tomorrow. Like, tomorrow's August 7th. We play our first game, September 7th? So we're a month away from regular season football. We're not winning a championship or becoming the first pick of the draft based on a joint practice, but it was very necessary. And if there's someone I'm going to shoot bail, I'm going to shoot Sean Lattimore a little bit of bail on the booty touchdown. A perfectly thrown back shoulder pass is possibly the most indefensible play in football, not named the tush push. And Drake May put that shit there.
Yeah. No, it was there. I can't ask for that.
That was not a bad rep. That was a good rep from the cornerback. You know, if you know, you know.
Facts.
Yeah. And I feel like, honestly, to y'all's point, like, the only real worry, because I feel like the things that went down in practice, it's a learning, it's just another thing to learn from and to move forward, get better. And to Rio's point about how we looked way worse against the Jets last year, and we went on to be great, and the Jets didn't do really much at all. The only real worry, honestly, the only concrete worry that I come away from this practice are the injuries that were announced before the practice. Yeah, because it's like, I mean, cool. Samuel Cosme Pup, Terry McLaurin, supposed ankle, cool. But like seeing the same names, granted, Brandon Coleman did play pretty much all last year when we needed him to, regular season, postseason, but he was hurt all last offseason. Then I'm looking at Jordan McGee. Joe Wood Jr. said, we had plays and formations designed around you being healthy and available for us last year. And then now he's banged up. Now, granted, Dan Quinn did say that none of the injuries are serious. It's just extra precaution. But at the same time, they lied to us about the Jaden Daniels injury last year, talking about a bruised rib. And he just admitted with Justin Jefferson and Saquon Barkley, yeah, it was broken. So Dan Quinn,
in their defense, though, you're not going to tell everybody that Jaden Daniels' ribs are broken, right? I mean, yeah, so I in their defense, right?
But and I imagine Jaden somehow walks that back at some point and says, "I was just playing. I was with the guys. It wasn't broke." Like, because
I don't think he was thinking about the ramifications of what he was saying. He's just like, "Bro, I did that with a broken rib, just so y'all know, right?"
Yeah. And I just to my point, like, it's just, I don't know if I believe Dan Quinn when he says none of these 7 guys that missed practice today, none of the injuries are serious. I'm worried about Jordan McGee. I'm worried about everybody. They're saying Noah Brown, they're just kind of ramping him up. Marcus Mariota is just a lower leg injury. But I don't know, man. I am a little concerned. I mean, we'll see if any of those guys play in the preseason game, especially some of the backup like guys. But I don't know. I'm scared a little bit, especially for Jordan McGee.
Jordan McGee and Jordan McGee. My bad. Jordan McGee and Dominique Hampton better get healthy and get active in these preseason games because Kane Madrano's coming for both of them. Go ahead, Ed.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Now the way you was talking about those dudes in the group chat though is crazy. but what I will say is though a positive about the defense is that I heard that they did slow down the run game, so that's a big positive. I heard Ken Law had a good day. Some of the pass rushers had a good day. So that's a positive. Trey Amos, people were saying that Trey Amos did a good job with Stephon Diggs. Like they were going back and forth. They were battling. Of course, we know Marshawn, he's got to start a fight. Him and Keyshawn Boutte got in a fight. Vrabel got in the mix. Vrabel got bloodied up. So we knew the intensity was going to be there. Marshawn with that play, yeah, I did see the play. That's a heck of a pass by Drake May. I mean, him and Jaden were battling today for sure, going back and forth on each side of the field or whatever. But no, Marshawn, all eyes are on Marshawn. He's probably the biggest X factor of the defense for me. If we can get a healthy 100% Marshawn that can play similar to the way he played with the Saints, then that's how this secondary can be locked down. But yeah, Mikey too. Demario Douglas is a dog. We talk about he played well on the outside last year compared to the inside. Now he's going to be primarily in the inside for the most part this year. So we know he struggled against Chris Godwin that first game. That was his first game getting his feet wet. And then Demario Douglas, who's more that twitchy, quick-footed slot receiver. So how he's going to match up against those guys. So that's a good test. It was a good test, and this is what they needed. Like we said, rather than going up against Luke McCaffrey and Jacory and Jacoby Jones, Michael Gallup, Osborne, guys like that. So I think it was definitely a good wake-up call. But I think there were some positives. For the most part, yes, the defense did get dotted up. But for our run defense to look solid, I think that's a big win. I know the Patriots don't have a strong run game. Ramondre Stevens is a good back. I don't know if he was out there or not. I didn't hear much from him. Travion Henderson had a drop, so he was making plays against us too. But I think Ken Law and those boys had a good day today.
And I also think one big takeaway is to just slow down on a couple of guys like Jacory Krosky-Merritt, Jalen Lane. I didn't hear much from them. They weren't out there with the starters like they had been in training camp and some of these training camp practices leading up to here. So, maybe take a slight step back. Even though I think Jacory Krosky-Merritt and Jalen Lane are really like that, we could be getting to the point where they're trying to hide them a little bit. Like we could be rookie Terry McLaurin season, Jay Gruden trying to hide them away from the rest of the world until like we're ready into the regular season and you just unleash them and they just ball out. We could be in that territory, but I didn't hear anything much from those guys. I heard good things from Kane Madrano, but I didn't really hear anything from Jalen Lane and Jacory.
Yeah, Bill had a fumble. Well, it wasn't a fumble. It was a fumble exchange with Jaden, where Jaden basically left the ball in his belly. He thought Jaden was going to keep it. Ball hit the ground. But ultimately, I just think it's, when you think about joint practices, it's more for your starters. It's more for the guys that are going to be relied upon. And even before the practice, DQ said it's going to be a lot of guys that don't play a lot today. That's going to play a lot on Friday. Mm-hmm. It's going to be some guys that don't play at all today. That's going to play all of Friday. It's guys that's going to play all today or most of the day, not at all on Friday, which we know that's the starters. And it's going to be some guys that play a little bit today and a little bit on Friday. I think those guys are in the play a little bit today, a lot on Friday category. So,
did y'all know that Michael Strachan went up and mossed 2 Patriots defenders today? Did any of y'all read that today?
Yeah. The clip is on X. It's nasty.
Yeah, they put the clip out not long ago. Yeah. Like that was when I found out that happened. I didn't read that happening.
Yeah,
during the practice.
they put that out. It was Zach Selby, I think, who put. No, it wasn't Zach Selby. It was Mitch Tisler that put that out. That was like his last tweet. He was cooking early. He put out 2 tweets. I was like, okay, he got some action. Mm-hmm. That was it.
Then the embargo hit.
Yeah, embargo hit at that point, and he was
that
done.
Phone call came in.
Yeah, he was
it's
done.
People. It's black trucks in Rio. Yeah, I'm about to say.
It was done after that.
Mm-hmm.
Debo's catch was sick.
Yeah, man.
Did y'all see that one?
He's hooping. Yes, he's hooping.
Oh
man.
my God, that one was ridiculous.
I just love how he makes a big play every practice. They don't go to practice without Debo making a big play.
As far as receivers, he's going to Debo like every play. He's not trusting the other guy because every time he throws it to Chris Moore or Ja'Cory Brooks, there's a chance they drop it. So he's going to Debo, and they're using Debo as a vertical threat. Debo is really out here playing Terry McLaurin right now.
I love it. I love to see it, man. If there's one silver lining with Terry being out, it's not that other guys are getting opportunities, it's that Debo is getting extra reps with Jaden. They're building a real rapport. All those opportunities that would have been going to Terry, where he might have been splitting some of these opportunities that he's getting, or balls that might have been going to Terry, they're going to Debo now. And I think they're building even more of a rapport based off of the fact that he's the go-to guy at the receiver position with no Terry McLaurin out there, with no Terry or Noah Brown. There's nobody for him to really fall back on other than Debo. So I love it. I love to see it. And I think we're trending in the right direction with that connection there. But that takes us to our next topic, which we're going to talk about this preseason game on Friday. Before we preview the game, I want y'all to give me the one guy you're most excited to see on Friday. I already know one of the names, so you can just go ahead and get it out. But matter of fact, I'm gonna take him off the table because I'm not giving nobody a cheat code. Yeah,
Go ahead and take Bill off the table.
Take Bill off the table. That's the cheat code. I'm not letting that one fly. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the cheat code off the grid. Y'all got to pick somebody else other than Bill. Give me the guy that you're most excited to see on Friday in the preseason game.
That was good that you took Bill off the table.
Yeah, because that was going there. Everybody was going to go there first.
Whoever went first is going to say Bill.
I'm gonna go Jalen Lane. I want to say
next up.
I want to say Josh Connolly, but I'm not gonna. That's a tackle, bro. I want to watch a skilled player on the offensive side of the ball. I can't have Bill. Give me Jalen Lane. I want to know what he looks like. The Patriots are probably going to be running starters for a bit, and I don't care who's out there. I want to see Lane in a game situation. I want to see him return a couple punts. I want to see what he looks like. I want to see how decisive he is. He's been getting tutelage from Brian Mitchell. Brian Mitchell was on the show today, and they were talking about how fans need to not worry about the depth chart. And he was like, I'm not trying to say I got any information or anything, but I promise you KJ Osborne's not the punt returner.
No, yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, we already
know that. But I appreciate the heads up, B-Man.
Yeah, it's Jalen Lane for me. I want to see just how they use him. I want to see what his route tree is looking like, and I want to see what he can do with the ball in his hand, and if it looks like it did in college. Because if it does, they're going to have to get him on this field early and often, especially considering after Terry and Debo, there ain't much in this room, and Noah Brown's going to get injured because he always gets injured. So Jalen Lane is the easy next guy after Bill Merritt for me.
Not Bill Merritt.
I mean, and I think Jalen Lane was my second right after Bill. My next up would be Ben Sinnott. Now, granted, the only reservation I have is that he balled out last preseason, and then we got to the regular season and didn't see much of that. Even though he's a great,
you could blame Zach Ertz for that, man.
Ertz is hard hooping right now. Yeah. But Ben Sinnott, man, I mean, if we can see some development as far, because yards after catch, he has that. It's everything before. Can he get open? Does he the route concepts, the route running, finding the open space in the zone, having consistent hands, everything that Zach Ertz is great at. You know, if you can fuse them into one guy, we have a top 5 tight end in the NFL. And I just want to see if he's taking those steps. Because, again, he was already a great blocker last year. He was even contributing on special teams. And so if he can find a way to get open on his own, or if Cliff Kingsbury has developed a plan to get him more open, even though Zach Ertz, you don't have to do that with him. He gets open on his own without scheme. You know, most tight ends, a lot of these tight ends out here, they're giving credit that a lot of their offensive coordinators actually deserve for scheming them open. Zach Ertz can get open on his own. I want to see if Benson is taking steps towards that. Now, granted, it will be, you know, against backups at times, but I mean, if he can get open and show that he's at least grown in some areas, I would be very happy with that. Because I'm hoping at some point this season, I wouldn't say he takes over for the starting tight end job, but I want him to see him on the field consistently. I want him at least a target or two a game rather than 2 targets the whole season type of thing.
Hey.
Yeah, I want to see Trey Amos. The only thing is I don't know if they're going to play him. I don't think they are. If they're not
he ain't playing it.
They're probably not. So I would have to transition to some of the receivers, or I would say, of course, my guy Braylon Sanders. I want to see him, but I do want to see what Ja'Cory Brooks does. I do want to see what Ja'Cory Brooks does because he'll make a big play and then he'll make a big drop. So he had a big play today. He had the one-hand catch, but he had a contested catch that he should have had in the end zone. And I don't think he's going to make the roster, but I do think he's talented. And I want to see some plays from him, man, because, we could use him this year. I don't like Gallup. Gallup's playing with the twos. Osborne, he's not really providing much so far. So I really want to see the receivers. I know it's tough to pencil it to one person, but I would say either Luke, him too, really. So I'll probably answer with Luke. I want to see what Luke improved on because he's going to have the ball out against the twos. He needs to show some separation against the twos, and he needs the ball out. I think he needs to get at least 30 yards, 40 yards in a game to show that he's showing some separation and that he has made that leap that Cliff made because Cliff said some really good things about him in the presser. So I want to see the improvement that Luke has made. Can he be that fourth guy after Terry, Noah, and Debo?
Shout out to Kofa Media for the Rico Kingsbury comment. Shout out to Rico Kingsbury holding it down tonight. Mine is Luke McCaffrey, man. My guy Luke is out here ready to beat the allegations, man. They trying to put my man under the damn roster. They ain't even trying to let my man have a shot to show he can play. From the picture that went damn near viral of him, Bajan. Let me say his name right. Bajan Robinson. Flexing. Somebody sent me that joint before I had ever seen it. Somebody sent to me, he's like, yo, this looked like when your mom's was like, yo, you got to take your little brother with you, right? Like you can't go if your little brother can't go with you.
You better take little Luke with you.
You better take little Luke with you, bro. They all swollen. Luke over here flexing, and he just looks so scrawny compared to them, but hey, people been hating on Luke, man. I done had more people tell me Luke is a charity case. He's a DEI roster spot. I've had people tell me
Nepo baby.
like, look, man, I done heard it all when it comes to Luke, man. My man out here, he ready to beat these allegations. So shout out to Luke. I'm looking forward to seeing 11 out there getting busy against these second and third stringers and showing y'all that he can actually play ball. So
every team needs a Luke, though. Every team needs a Luke. When I was in high school, we had a Luke. His name was DC. I ain't gonna put his government out there, but his initials was DC. DC, his mom was the team mom. He was the hardest working scout team player on the roster, bro. He gave phenomenal effort every day. He never missed a weightlifting, a conditioning, a passing league, 7-on-7s, or anything. He never played on Friday night, but he was the hardest.
I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you.
Shout out to DC.
I'm not gonna let you do that.
Shout out to DC and shout out to Miss Cunningham, wherever you are in the world right now. Shout out to DC, man.
Hey, I'm not gonna let you do that to Luke, man. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do my guy like that. You just basically called my guy Luke Rudy, bro. I'm not gonna let you do this to my man because we're not doing that, bro.
My man,
you just
DC.
Called my man Rudy, essentially.
My man DC. He gonna give you all the work you need. He gonna give great effort. He gonna give you great scout team looks in practice.
Great scout team looks.
And when he get out there on that field, he gonna block for the screen pass.
We're not doing that to Luke. Luke, this is what I'm talking about. He got to beat the allegations. My guy's going out there, and he's gonna put up almost a buck on Friday, man. Shout out to Luke McCaffrey. So,
I would throw in Johnny Newton as well because you're a first round talent. You're a first round talent. If you're going against backups, you better look like a first round talent. Don't just sit there and blend. If Johnny Newton's out there going against Patriots backups and he's blending in, we have a problem.
Yeah, no, that's a really good one. I mean, because like we're gonna preview the game here in a second, but I'm most excited to see the second year guys more so than the first year guys, the rookies. Like I'm dying to see Bill. That again, he's off the table. Yeah, I want to see Jalen Lane, but I want to see the development. I'm really disappointed that we're not going to see Javonte and we're not going to see Jordan McGee. Like I really wanted to see those dudes, right? But I'm Johnny Newton, Ben Sinnott, Tyler Owens, Like Dom Hampton. I mean, hell, Rio is like, I don't know about Dom Hampton. I haven't heard his name all camp. Like, well, we gonna find out what Dom Hampton's up to, right? Like, I'm dying to see all these dudes. Luke McCaffrey, all these second-year guys. Like, are you worth a spot, Colson Yankoff? Are you worth a roster spot, bro? Like,
right.
Man, Michael Gallup has had a 1,000-yard season. I shouldn't be hoping that he looks good against backups.
No, you're not wrong. The biggest thing is he ain't played ball in a year. So the question is, like, I know him and Carlin Vigors been going at it in camp. So we're going to see what he's out here looking like. I just know that it's crazy that the Patriots lost a corner to an ACL. Gonzo wasn't out there, and we were still struggling receiver-wise on the outside. Like, that's not good. And that is more evidence that, hey, we got to get this Terry shit handled, bro. We got to stop with the bullshit.
I'm pretty sure somebody nudged AP at some point during this practice today. Yeah, we can't even get the looks we want right now without 17 out there. Like the whole, we got, all right, man.
We got to get this
What's Terry's cash app, man? Come on now.
Listen, you started GoFundMe?
Josh is probably like, hey, Adam, like, do we need to convert some of it to a bonus? Like, do I have to pay out of pocket? Like, is there anything we can do?
I was just hoping that hug that he had with him was like, hey, we're going to get this taken care of. Don't you worry about it. Like one of those quick in the ear while, I'm hugging him like, yo, don't worry. We're going to take care of this shit, bro.
Right.
We
like
need
Josh
to get this
trying
done,
to bring
bro.
that luxury tax from the NBA over here to get it done. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, man. Right. Got to get this done.
It worked for the 76ers.
Exactly. Like, he'll figure it out. Our guy's smart, man. I know the analytics thing. Like, I keep hearing this about the Terry situation. Like, we're so analytics driven now. We went from no analytics, really, right? Ron's definition of analytics was if we are at home, high ball game,
we go for two.
If we're on the road, that's what the analytics said.
That's a superstition.
Right. That's what the analytics said, okay? We got pissed off when we lost to the Giants, right? That's what the analytics said, all right? Analytics ain't tell your dumb ass that shit. I'm lying. But the game on Friday, for you as a fan going into this game, what's the thing you're looking for the most? As you preview this game, what's the thing you're looking for the most? Outside of everybody coming out healthy, we're just going to assume that everyone wants to see healthy bodies leave this game. What's the biggest thing that you guys are looking for from this team in this game?
Playmakers. I want to see who wants to be a playmaker, who's going to force a turnover, who's going to break some tackles and get a chunk play, who's going to be a hero. We get August legends that come through Ashburn every season. Who's going to be a hero? Who's going to fight for one of those final roster spots? I need to know who wants to be a playmaker on this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball, because as improved as our defense is going to be, I don't expect some top 7 to 10 defense this year. We're going to eat off of being opportunistic. Who's going to be opportunistic and who's going to take the ball back and give Jaden Daniels, or in this case, Josh Johnson or Sam Hartman, a chance to get the ball back and score some points? So I want to see who's going to make a play, who's going to make big plays in the game and be a difference maker and stand out, not just do typical routine shit.
I'm looking at the guys that are relatively safe to make the roster, like the group of like Luke McCaffrey, Ben Sinnott, Johnny Newton. This relatively safe to make the roster, of course, but I want to see if they're going to play as if they're on the bubble. Like, I want to see like extra, to Rio's point, like specifically for that group of guys where we know they're probably solid to go, but I want to see them play as if they're not. I want to see Johnny Newton out there putting his heart and soul on the line in plays when he's out there. Same thing for Luke. Same thing for Benson and all of those second-year guys, especially if Javonte Jean-Baptiste. I'm curious because, to your point, Lou, like you brought up earlier, like, are we assuming that Javonte Jean-Baptiste and Jordan McGee and those guys will not play in this preseason game because they were not able to participate in this joint practice?
Absolutely. They didn't make the trip to New England. They're not going to fly them out for the game. If they couldn't play in the joint practice, they're not going to play them in the game. So those dudes are out.
Yep. Yeah. It's not a good look for a couple of guys, man. Not gonna hold.
Hey, I'm like, do we need to get into the roster tonight? The first depth chart. Do we need to do that?
I mean, we could touch on it.
I mean, because it's not a lot there, but the thing that was so interesting to me is, like defensively, I can make the case for keeping 27 dudes. And if you keep 27, obviously you can only keep 23 on offense. And so I could see how you could trim it down to 26. I don't see how you can get any lower than 26 on defense. I could see how you could get it to 24 on offense. But it's just going to be interesting because I'm assuming, and to your point, Rio, there's no guarantee that a guy like Dom Hampton is on the roster. I don't anticipate any draft picks from the first 2 years getting cut. I just don't. We know they're not cutting any of the draft picks from this year. It's only 5 of them. So
just die on the hill because we selected these guys, so we need to see it through at this point.
Facts.
At least through 2 years.
Yeah, facts. I just maybe next year you can start cutting the first draft class guys if they're not up to snuff. But I don't see them getting rid of any of those dudes just yet. Ed, what's the biggest thing you're looking for in this game?
No, you guys brought up great points. Who's going to be a playmaker? Who's going to make big plays? I know we were not able to name Bill, but I just want to see the speed. The difference at the running back position is going to be huge. You know, I'm not going to rag on B-Rob because he had a good practice today, so he played well. But just seeing the speed, the change of pace from Bill is going to be fun to watch. And then also we talk about Jordan McGee not being available. Kane Medrano, that's going to give him a lot more snaps and more opportunities. When I was out there last week, you saw the speed. I saw it in person, man. He made a nice pass breakup. And then the next play, back to back, he gets an interception. So he's going to get a lot of playing time. He's going to get a lot of opportunities. And we talk about Dom Hampton. You know, I think they, you know, we'll talk about the roster later, but I think they only keep 5 linebackers. And I think if Kane Medrano keeps showing out, because he showed out today too, apparently, then it's going to make it tough. It's going to make a really tough roster battle at that linebacker spot. So I just want to see the speed, the playmaking, and I do want to see – I know it's not our first team defense, but I do want to see them slow down the run. I want to see that effort there. That was a big emphasis of the offseason. So I know it's going to be backups. Like Johnny Newton's going to have to be out there slowing down the run game. I want to see that from him and just the whole D-line and the linebacker core. So I want to see them slow down that run game. I do think Trayvon Henderson would get a good amount of snaps. We'll see. I know he's a guy that they want to get first-team reps for sure. But if he's out there, then I want to see them slow him down because he's an explosive back. For sure. So I want to see playmaking, like you guys said, just speed and the defense slowing down their run game. And then, of course, like the secondary, too. I know it's the backups, but don't go out there and let Josh Dobbs go 10 for 12 or 21 for 27 and 3 or 4 touchdowns. Like, I don't want to see that out there.
And one last thing, too, that I almost forgot. I'm really interested in this quarterback competition between, like, who's getting that 3rd spot. I think Sam Hartman has a slight lead off of what I've been hearing in training camp so far, because even when Marcus Mariota hasn't participated in team drills, it's been Sam Hartman that's been running with the second stringers instead of Josh Johnson. So I'm interested to see, since they're going to be the only 2 quarterbacks out there the whole game, maybe they each get a half. I'm interested in seeing who looks the best between the 2.
Another point that I would like to see on Friday, I'd like to see Matt Gay not miss his kick. I'd like to see our highest guaranteed at signing kicker be flawless in a preseason game, because Lord knows the emotional roller coasters kickers put us through in the preseason last year.
Oh no. I've talked so high. I've spoken so highly of him that he needs to make me look good. So hopefully he takes care of business. He's been really solid throughout camp to this point. So hopefully that continues. That's another good point. I was going to bring up Sam, because they want him to win the quarterback job, right? They want him to be the 3rd quarterback, but he's got to earn it. And, you know, Cliff talked about him turning the ball over and having an up and down camp. So he's definitely going to have to show what he's about. You know, Cliff said he's a gamer, a guy that plays better when the lights are on. So this is an opportunity for him to prove that. The thing I want to see the most are really 2 things. I want to see the running backs, because we haven't seen them in a live tackle situation yet. So all the runs that we see, you know, all of the things we've heard about them, one of the things I loved about Bill is his contact balance. You're not going to see that when you're not taking guys to the ground. Like you did get to see it a little bit on the Tyler Owens play because Tyler Owens wasn't trying to take him to the ground, and he gave him a massive shot. And if you saw, that's going to put you on your ass right there. But he stayed on his feet and finished the run. So I want to see, can he showcase some of that quickness in the hole, break tackles, but find a way to make a guy or two miss, use that contact balance to get more yards after contact. And then I want to see the tackling, because like today, Kay Madrano was in position to make tackles. But if anybody knows about Kay Madrano when he was at UCLA, the thing that he struggled with the most was tackling. He would be in position all the time, but he wouldn't get guys on the ground. So I want to see what the tackling of this team looks like, because even DQ sounded a little bit concerned about the tackling because he hadn't seen it yet. He doesn't know what it's going to look like with this team. And I actually thought we weren't a bad tackling team last year until we got to the end of the season. And it felt like, you got Quan Martin playing with two separated shoulders, and all of a sudden Saquon Barkley is ripping off a 60-yard run with two safeties right there that had an opportunity to get him on the ground. So I don't think we were a terrible tackling team, but we weren't good at the beginning of the season last year. That Tampa game in week 1, we were awful.
Oh my God. Watching us on third down in that game was a nightmare.
It was infuriating. I'm talking about some of the worst tackling. And remember, we couldn't stop a screen in that game. Remember, after that game, we was like, oh my God.
3rd and 14, Chris Godwin.
Baker broke like 9 tackles in that game. We should have sacked him 7 times. Week 1.
Straight up. Deron Payne could have had about 2-3 sacks in that game. Straight up, bro.
NFL and like pressures after that game, but we only had like maybe 1 or 2 sacks.
I think Cleveland Farrell got the only sack of the game. Like it was nightmarish in that week 1. So I'm anxious to see what the tackling looks like in this game, because I want them to set the standard for getting guys on the ground, even though it's going to be a bunch of backups out there running around. Set the standard for what the tackling looks like for this team in this Patriots game.
Do you think, I know your first thing was running backs, do you think Brian Keith plays on Friday night?
No starters are playing in the game on Friday. No Brian Robinson, no guys on the defense are playing in this game.
So Big Bill, you think Big Bill or McNichols getting the first snap at running back?
Oh, it's definitely McNichols. They're not going to give Bill, they're going to make him earn it, bro. He's going to play a lot tomorrow. But he's not getting the first snaps in the game. They're going to make him earn it. They're going to make him work. I think your first back out there is definitely McNick. And then I wouldn't be shocked if they tried to throw C-Rod out there before him too. And then let him – that's what they did. If you remember, that's what they did with Michael Wiley last year. They got him to mop up, second half duty. Like, I think McNick is first quarter – C-Rod is the second quarter, and then the whole second half might be Bill. You know what I'm saying? At the running back position. I would be, and they got Demetric Felton too. They might mix him in there a little bit, but I think
Casimir Allen might get a little show in there too.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have to sit this one out.
they love them some Casimir, and they're gonna sneak some Casimir Allen in just to get a little taste.
I think that's a straight Adam Peters thing, because he went to UCLA. I think that's a straight Adam Peters thing. He be taking care of them Bruins, bro. He be making sure they stick around for sure. Here's the thing that we haven't discussed. I'm not sure that the Patriots don't play their starters in this game. Like, we just assume Drake May ain't playing. It's going to be Josh Dobbs, and not so fast. Like,
didn't they kind of say this morning something along the lines of guys are playing?
I didn't hear anything. I told you I had it on mute, so I didn't.
Rico, what did they say?
Yeah, I forgot. I don't remember hearing it from like Mike Vrabel, but somebody said like they're gonna play their starters at least for a little while. I thought.
Yeah, they're playing on Friday.
Yeah, so I wasn't privy to that information, but in my mind, I'm like, I wouldn't rule out Drake May getting a series or two in the game, because they're not that far along. They're not good, right? They're like, Mike Vrabel took over that team, and they need work. And so when you need work, you need all the reps you can get. And remember, Vrabel played in New England with Tom Brady. Brady used to play in the preseason. So he might have that old school mentality of, hey, no, we need these reps. We're going to get you out there. We're going to get these guys out there. We're going to play a little bit. So it's gonna be fun if they're playing their starters against our second team defense. I want to see what these guys do, and vice versa. Their best defenders are out there. Obviously, we're not going to get Gonzo at the cornerback position, but their defensive line is like that, bro.
Oh yeah, they getting that.
Christian Barmore. What's the dude from the Eagles that they signed?
Milton Williams.
Milton Williams.
So it's Christian Barmore and Milton Williams versus Michael Dieter.
Thank you for making me right, Jaden.
Your boy.
Yeah, it can get ugly fast. It can get real dark and scary real quick. But I'm anxious to see what it looks like, because those boys was getting active against our interior. Like Biotis had a bad rep. I know Allegretti got his ass whooped on one rep by Christian Barmore.
Barmore was throwing dudes around.
Yeah, he was throwing dudes out the damn bar.
I wish we got footage of Tunzel dragging dude to the stands, man. I need to see that, bro.
Yo, Candy told me that this brother was throwing dudes around left and right. Like, he took Keon White, slammed. I mean, he suplex belly to belly his ass and dropped him. She said he took Kyle Duggar and ran that man into the cooler, bro. Like on some Waterboy shit.
Speaking of Kyle Duggar, they said Ertz was giving him hell in coverage, and I love to hear that. I love to hear that he
can't cover. Like, Ertz already said, I be routing dudes up. Like, he said, if they don't get to me coming out of my stance, like if they don't jam me, they can't. Nobody can cover me, bro. I don't know if he's wrong, bro. He be breaking dudes off straight up.
Someone said today, I forgot who posted it. They were like, somehow his footwork has improved this year.
Hey, look, that's what 5 will do for your ass. He's got the fountain of youth. He's like, yo, I got one at quarterback. The man said after the last game last year, I wish I was 10 years younger so I could play my whole career with this man. I've never heard anybody say that before.
I understand it.
I get it, man. Like, I think Jaden has inspired Ertz to want to play 2-3 more seasons. Like, I love it, man. And then B-Rob, like Duggar was getting work because B-Rob gave him a shoulder over by the sidelines, and that was like the first little scrum, if you will, of the day. There was a number of them, but that was the first one. So it sounded like Kyle Duggar had a rough go of it.
Speaking of the scrum, I mean, how do y'all feel about Mike Vrabel ending up at the bottom of the cartoon dust cloud? Like, and ended up walking away with a scratch. Like, how did that happen?
This WWE type shit, man.
Yo, first of all, Vrabel he still think he could play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, because I seen him on the joint with Taylor Lewan, the bus joint, right? Bussing with the boys.
Yep.
And he's still like, you can't tell Vrabel nothing. He still think he can go out there and get a couple snaps. So they said what happened was, I think it was Vaughn. I'm not sure if it was Vaughn. That's what we were hearing. That it was Vaughn got with Travion Henderson, and he took him to the ground. Travion took him to the ground. First of all, let's not act like Travion ain't the best the best pass blocking running back we'd have never seen come in the draft before, or at least in the last decade, right?
Yep.
So exactly. Vaughn probably thought it was about to be some easy work right here, and Travion was like, "Hell nah, bro, you got the wrong one." And Will Campbell was the one that really instigated it, because once they went to the ground, Will Campbell rolled up on Vaughn with an aggressive, like, "Get off my guy," and then the shit just turned ugly. And then Vrabel I don't know if he was trying to part people, he slipped, what the hell happened, but somehow this man ended up at the bottom, like you said, a cartoon dust.
That's all you see is fists and ouches and exclamation points.
Hey, right.
At the bottom.
I knew it wasn't like a Jeff Van Gundy back in the playoffs where he's holding. Mike Vrabel's too strong for that, so I was like, it's not that bad. But I know Vrabel was getting in the mix for sure.
It was crazy, man. You just don't expect, like, so you get Raheem Morris. I don't know if y'all saw him trying to cover Drake London,
and he knocked him straight to
he chucked him, 2-hand push, and this man just went down. Like, what are we doing right now, guys?
The players are taking the fight to the coaches. They're taking their power back.
Taking their power back. I love it. You know what else I love?
Yeah.
The Commanders Kings live and in color. August 24th at Crystal City Sports Pub in Arlington, Virginia. Get your tickets. Less than 50 tickets exist. These tickets are moving fast. You want to be a part of this. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Be great. Get your tickets. Be in the building. $45 gets you in the building, get you a ticket. This event is going to be so lit. We're going to have so much fun. I've said this so many times. The chemistry that we have on screen is unmatched. What do you think is going to look like when we're all in the same building, when we're all in the same place? So it's going to be crazy. Come out, support the Kings, turn up. We're going to preview the season. We're going to do with the 53-man roster. We're going to have a toast to the season. We're going to have, crowd involvement. We're going to have so much more giveaways, etc. You want to be in the building because this is an event you don't want to miss. August 24th, the day after the final preseason game, the Kings are live. It's Crystal City Sports Pub in Arlington, Virginia. Get your tickets now. If you're out there, mods, do me a favor, drop the link in the comment section of this chat so those that want to go ahead and grab a ticket can do so. The link is also in the description of this video. So make it happen. Be a part of the fun. We can't wait to meet you guys. It's going to be an event.
And it's going to be magical. There's going to be a lot of firsts. It's going to be the first time I've met y'all in person. Yep. It's going to be the first live show ever. And trust me, we're going to do a lot more of these. It's going to be legendary to say years down the line, I was at the first one. We start getting to the point where we can't even fit where we're about to go for this first show. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all are going to want to be a part of this first one.
Absolutely.
18 days away, man. I can't wait to see y'all.
Woo. Absolutely, man. I keep telling people they like, yo, you ain't never met them before? I'm like, no, this is going to be the first time I've met them in person. It's going to be dope, man. You want to be a part of that, man. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to meet you fellas in person. It's going to be great. You guys get your tickets now. They're going fast. So with that said, let's turn our attention to the comment section and see what everybody's talking about tonight. We start with JB3. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Rio, stay making fun of Terry's when you got all them gaps in your teeth looking like Panama Canal. When Terry get his deal, you can send him the bill. Do you want to respond?
I'm guessing he means Terry's hairline, but
yes,
thank you.
Hairline.
Yeah, my teeth has nothing to do with hairline. Jonin is Jonin. Terry not gonna sleep with you, brother. We appreciate your super chat, though. Terry just got married this offseason. He not looking for you, man.
He ain't checking for him.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, though. Shout out to him, though, man. I got gaps in my teeth, bro. I like the Joan. If you like the Joan, we could roast. I like that shit. That's my love language.
Yeah.
Come and bring that in person. That's what you're gonna get from Rio.
Facts. Look, man. I'm Louie Tee.
Louie Tee.
I've gotten that every day since. Anytime something happens, like my mic wasn't working. It was muted to start my stream. There go Louie Tee. Right, that's what I'm getting. Every time something go down, I'm Louie Tee.
Louis.
Yeah, it's that's what it is, bro. It is what it is. David Brown, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. What can Brown do for you? What's good with you? What up, fellas?
What up, my
What's
dog?
good with you? Trivia question for y'all. Which division does JD5 have the most wins against? Only one right answer.
The East? NFC East?
Nah, that ain't. I mean,
I
don't think that's it.
It's the This counting playoffs?
I was thinking
the South.
In the South.
It's the South.
Let's say the South.
It's the South. He did start versus the Panthers, we cleaned the whole.
Nope.
Well,
nope.
We got two.
It can't be.
We got two against the Giants, one Eagles, one Cowboys.
Yeah, that's 4.
We didn't get the chance to play the Packers or the Vikings.
It's not the South.
I mean, because we didn't beat Tampa the first time.
Yeah.
We beat the teams, all the rest of the teams once, and then you beat the Tampa Bay in the playoffs.
So we beat We beat a division 4 times.
I don't think we did.
I say, do we count Jaden as the Panthers game though?
Yes, you do. You count that because he started the game.
Okay.
Once you start the game,
I mean,
you
he
get
won 4. We were 4-2 in the division last year, right?
Yeah, you won 4 against the division. You won 4 against the South last year. You won
2 against the AFC East. You beat the Browns and the
the Bengals.
Browns and
The
Bengals.
North, yeah.
You went 2-2 in the AFC North.
Yeah. It's can't this got to be a trick question. It's more than one right answer. He's beaten. If you're talking about totality, he's beaten the South 4 times with 4 different teams. He beat all 4 teams in that division. If you're talking about the aggregate, as Rico said, the Giants twice and the Cowboys and the Eagles each once. So those are the divisions that, because we didn't play the North last year in the NFC. We just played the Lions, and we played. Who else did we play in that division?
The Bears.
The Bears. We beat them. But that's it. We didn't play anybody else in that division. We didn't play the Packers or the
So it's our division. If there's technically, it's the East.
Yeah, if it's regular season only, it's our division.
Yeah,
but if it's the total, it's a tie with the South.
Yeah, if you add in the postseason, yeah. So that's our answer. It's if you're just doing the regular season, then it's our division. If you're adding in the postseason, then it's both the NFC and South, East and South. So, unless you got a different answer for us, video channel. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Video channel writes, beat writers got beat up on Twitter today. Bet we get a lot more updates tomorrow. It was a rough day for them, and they was not happy about that shit. They was not trying to hear that shit from.
I'm assuming we get a day off tomorrow too. Before the game.
Correct.
It's a walkthrough, right?
Yeah. I mean, is it a walkthrough tomorrow?
I read something about a walkthrough, but it might just be a day off. I think if anything, it's just a walkthrough before the day before a game.
Yeah. Okay. They're definitely not about to do like 11 on 11. So I don't know.
Nothing like that.
If it's a walkthrough, John Kahn better be like, well, Johnny Newton walks faster than Deron Payne. We better get every little tiny minute detail update before the fans get on the
You know what? John petty enough that he might do some shit like that.
He probably he would sarcastically.
Yeah, he would sarcastic because he's a very sarcastic guy. He would definitely be like.
The only way they can redeem themselves is the joint practice when the Ravens come to town.
Yeah,
that's the only way. They can't. They gotta learn. They can't tweet out about celebrities more than the actual what's going on.
Yeah, and that's what I told Candy, because she was like upset. Like, what y'all? She's like, bro, it was nothing to tweet about. Like, what did y'all want us to say? And then somebody else was like, it was so fast paced, because they had action on both fields and they were kind of going simultaneously. So on this field, the first team offense was taking on the first team defense of the Patriots. On the other field, their first team offense was taking on the first team defense of the other team. So it was hard for you to really get all of the action, and he was so fast paced. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, the Patriots beat writers was somehow pulling this shit off.
Oh my God, they miraculously tweeted about what was happening on the field.
So
I saw a 9 of 11 from Drake May and appeared like we were getting stats from
they was definitely, and it was so many of them. I was like,
it was like 7 to 8, like just constant updates.
I was like, how many beat reporters do y'all have?
No, they were snapping over there.
It was
they
crazy.
Had like 7 or 8 guys that commented more than any one of ours.
Oh, facts. It was crazy. I had so many Patriot fans in the chat of the video, and they would like giving me updates on the beat reporters. Like, he's the worst Patriots beat reporter. I'm like, well, he got facts right now, so shit, I don't give a damn if he's garbage or not. He got stats for what's going on. I'm gonna talk about it. So yeah, it was crazy, man. Like, our beat reporters were not happy.
I also thought that was a cool setup and environment too, like how they practice right next to their stadium, so the fans like were really.
They were standing on the catwalk from
the
stadium.
I thought that was hard.
Yeah, that's a dope setup.
Bro, it was so many fans out there. It was wild. When the Patriots had their YouTube channel, they had like one of those like overhead looks, almost like from a drone or something, where you got to see like over top of the field, like where the all 22 camera would be. And they were showing the look at the field where they were stretching, but they also were panning across the stands. I'm like, God damn. And it's a lot of people. Then you get the pictures of people standing on the catwalk, and I'm like, oh, this different. I know it had to be loud out there too. It had to be loud out there. Off the bench.
Very dope atmosphere and environment, though.
Yeah, that was that. I mean, all the beat reporters were tweeting about how it was a dope environment for sure. Off the bench, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Off the bench writes, "What up, Kings? What's good?" Says, "Appreciate y'all jumping on the show." I think did all three of y'all do it already?
Yeah, I've been on it. I was just
I saw you was up there.
Mm-hmm.
Says
shout out Herb.
To those worried about the secondary today, RELAX, relax.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about practice, not a game, but practice. Facts. I don't think anybody should be worried about what transpired today. It's the first time they've played someone outside of their own building, and again, this is teachable moments, as Rio talked about. Like DQ said, we're getting stuff on film. So if you're gonna make mistakes, now's the time to do it. You know, tighten that stuff up now, make the adjustments, and be better because of it. So I don't think anybody should be tripping about what happened.
And I also feel like between these practices and even the preseason, what's the point of having great coaches, you know, if we're not going to make sure we separate that from when we're in these joint practices and preseason, we're going as vanilla as possible. Like the reason you're excited about having Cliff Kingsbury, the reason that he's going to be the top head coaching candidate after this season is over is because of his strategy. This is a very strategic sport. Like basketball, there's strategy, but at the end of the day, KD want to drop 50, he going to drop 50. It's just nothing you can really do about that. But football is so strategic, it's so chess that the reason that you did everything you could to make sure Cliff Kingsbury came back another season is that when we get to games that matter, he's going to make up for a lot of the differences that we may have. You know, of course, Terry, we're expecting him to be back by the time we get to the regular season. But, like, Cliff Kingsbury is going to design plays to get the most out of these guys. I mean, I'm just assuming we as a fan base feel like our coaching staff is better than the Patriots. So in a neutral setting where there is no strategy, no schematics going on, you know, maybe it's a little closer. But I feel like if we're in a real game, we would beat them by 20 plus. Once you add in plays, designs, you know, you call a certain play to set them up from the first quarter, and you run it back in the third quarter because you saw how they reacted to it in the first quarter. Like little nuanced stuff like that, I feel like we would have a major advantage.
Yeah, it was good to see them or hear that they got work in different looks. Like they were running cover 2, they mixed in a little man. Like they're doing some different things. Joe Witt Jr. already said we really want to be a man coverage team.
Yep.
That's what we really want to do. So they weren't playing a ton of man. They've been playing a lot of man in camp, and they really weren't doing that today. So it's going to be interesting to see. That's why I want Cincinnati to play their starters, and I'm so glad that they are, because you claim you want to be a man coverage team. Okay, here's Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Joe Burrow.
Go ahead,
Let's see it.
Go ahead, try it.
Let's see it.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
You need more people.
More people. Like I don't believe you. You need
now, if we can man cover that well,
yeah.
The sky's the limit for this secondary this year,
man.
Facts. And that's what I'm on. I'm on that type of time.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Crank 90. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. You should read this one, Rio.
Kangs was hesitant to pull up on y'all live at first, but after the Louie Tee episode, I had to show face, man. This chemistry is unmatched. Hey, we appreciate it, man. Yeah. That one's going down as a classic.
Hey, I think I called Rico Rio and Rico about 15 times a piece on that stream, bro. I couldn't. My brain couldn't process. Like that C was kicking my ass, boy. I couldn't place it where it needed to be at all, boy. It was a rough one. But
a little bit detoxing ever since.
Well, that was the last night. I told y'all I'm gonna be clean until the event in August. So
yeah,
this is
you did the film breakdown too.
Oh my
Had
God.
to. Had to.
His hands, man.
Hey.
No, I got the whole scouting report on Ed, his entire draft profile
Hey,
by the time we finished.
Ed did a damn. Y'all seen the commercial with the smell joints where she be like this the whole goddamn commercial?
So shoulder shimmy.
The shoulder shimmy, the whole commercial. I think it was something for a smell or some shit like the smell, the joints.
That's the KD free throw shoulder shimmy, right?
Hey, Ed do that bitch and then hurt this shoulder, went like this, like, hey, it did like this. Hey, don't make me turn on the tape again. Y'all don't want me to do that. Y'all want to see me doing that again. Hey, Mr. Crank 90, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Yeah. Thank you for doubling up. Says also I was gonna pull up solo, but my girl, a Dallas fan, insists she wants to come. So y'all make sure y'all go ham because she said she wants the smoke. Hey. But if she got on a Cowboys jersey or any Cowboys paraphernalia, it could turn ugly.
It's gonna be a good time, though. That's gonna be a good time.
It could definitely turn ugly, especially when we get to the Cowboys game on the schedule. It's gonna be fun, man. So I'm glad she coming out, and y'all gonna have a great time, man. You're not gonna regret it, man. We appreciate y'all for sure. Kofa Media, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Kofa Media writes, get the Den game available. Do a Kings wanna go 108.
Got the Denver game available.
Section 108. Or
okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're talking about the Sunday nighter, the Denver game after the Seattle game. Section 108 too. That's good seats.
I think it's section 108. Yeah.
Do a King want to go? That's what he has to do. One of y'all want to go to the game with him.
Hey, y'all want to go to the game, man? I'm going to the Seattle game probably the week before that, so I'm probably gonna sit that one out. Anybody want to go?
Yeah. Just hit me up on Twitter.
You
Twitter.
You gonna have the Jaden jersey by then? The championship joint? Because you know that's what they wearing that night. The Seattle game.
Yep. The Seattle game. Oh, they gotta be delivered and shipped by then, and that's the night they premiering them. So that's why I gotta be there for the Seattle day. That's our month night. Too.
That's our month night. I'm about to say, that's our month night. That's why they wearing those jerseys for the first time. That's gonna be crazy. That game's gonna be lit, bro.
Yeah, man, I can't
wait. Wearing their throwbacks that day too, so that's gonna be a really beautiful looking game. Yeah.
So did the Broncos? Did they announce that they're wearing theirs too?
I think I heard somewhere. I know the Seattle Seahawks for sure, but I thought I heard somewhere, but I could be wrong.
I don't think the Broncos have said it yet. I don't think they officially.
Seattle confirmed, and that junk gonna look beautiful on Sunday night.
I know a lot of fans wanted them to do that because it made them think of the Doug Williams Super Bowl. That's why they wanted them to wear their throwbacks that night. But I don't know if they're going to wear. Like, it's rare to get a team to wear their throwbacks on the road. They usually don't waste a throwback night on the road.
That's a fire aesthetic if we get the Broncos too, like the Super Bowl rematch. Oh, my God.
Please.
But in defense of that argument, we're wearing white tops that night. So they got to wear a solid color. So, I mean, for what it's worth, I still think they're gonna wear like one of their basic joints, like all blue or all orange or something like that.
Just so y'all know, I've been looking at the timeline on Instagram and on Twitter. I'm seeing the bootleg white joints have been shipped. I'm seeing a few people post their joints. So if you want the bootleg white joint, this is not a hard jersey to bootleg because it's very simple. So if you want your bootleg. The DH Gate, the Wish.com, they're available. They ready to ship.
My guy JP, he sent me the receipt for his. I'm like, I didn't know they already started the pre-orders for those. He's like, yeah, I just bought mine. I was like, huh, interesting.
All right, when it rains, you're gonna be naked. Keep playing about them jerseys.
Mom's had one on at camp.
Oh no, she got the one that he had on in the photo shoot. You already know she got the
official tissue joint. Mom's had hers on. I was like, she's stunting out here. She was getting active on socials too. Cause she follow a lot of y'all. She be retweeting y'all stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of times. I know she follow your boy Brandon on X.
Daniels MVP. Yep.
Because I mean, he's a must follow at this point, bro. Because he just anything Commanders related, it's like he sit on his computer.
That's
all
king
day.
engagement. That's king engagement, bro. Sometimes I think that they're like pre-showing him the stuff before it come out because he be having that thing ready to go.
It might be like 5 of them on one account. Everybody takes shifts, y'all. He's got 4 hours out the day.
Hey, bro, he be on it, man. It almost make me think it's more than one person because I'm like, there's no possible way, bro.
He's a young boy too. He's like a teenager.
Yeah, I mean, he give teenager energy for sure. Like,
shout out to Brandon, man.
But yo, she reposted because the Bears fans are just insufferable.
They're out here running a video from pre-draft, an endorsement video.
The Neiman Marcus joint.
Yeah, a pre-draft endorsement video.
Don't be mad at us because your quarterback can't throw the damn football through the net, bro. Like, why are you mad at us? Because your quarterback on the struggle bus.
Jaden from like 10, 15 yards out hitting all them joints in the net today?
Yeah, he hit 2 to the right, then he hit 2 to the left, and on the last one, he started dancing, bro. Like, he's an alien, bro.
Literally jumped into the stands and cried in his mom's arms at USC. Like, what are we talking about here? He paints his nails.
I hate it because they make me talk crazy about Caleb, and I like Caleb. That's my guy.
They're not gonna make me. They're not gonna make me do that. Yeah.
I replied to something out of anger because I didn't like the vitriol they were showing towards Jaden and his mama. Man, they got me replying something nasty about Caleb. I like Caleb Williams, the quarterback and the person, and they got me talking. I had to catch myself. Like, all right, I like Caleb Williams. What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't speak any ill will. I don't got nothing bad to say about him. He don't got nothing to do with this. And he from the city. I'm not going to even do that to him. But I did have to fire one off on Trey Wingo though. Like I feel like Jaden is a made man at this point, and his mom.
Yep.
We turning into the beehive. Like, we got to be careful, man. This shit is getting dangerous.
It is.
We get into cult-like territory. Like, hey, what you say about Jaden? What you say about Miss Jackson?
There you go. There's the black SUV energy right there.
Hey,
you got that.
They swarm. They be swarming for the court. Hey, we ride for 5.
Hey, you ain't never lie, bro.
That's how it's supposed
never lie, bro.
That scare people from saying certain things.
Trey Wingo ain't never had a tweet with 22,000 responses.
I said immediately, they're gonna kick his back in.
Yeah. I was there extra early, like, here we go.
The first 3 comments was all people that we know on social media. They was like, yo, you don't want to do this, bro.
And even if it is a reasonable take for Trey Wingo to be saying Jaden's mom needs a hobby, that's not some shit you need to tweet or say out loud on a public forum. That's some shit you should probably just keep it.
Say to yourself, or you could be saying it to your homeboys or somebody like that, or say that in a group text. Like, don't put it here. Like, you don't want that energy. You don't want that energy, bro. It was crazy. I had to say something.
They can't find the nitpicks on the field, so they gotta. His mom's around. Like,
yeah,
his mom loves him. Wow, no,
yeah.
He takes his mother shopping. Does he have? Does him and his mother have a relationship that's outside? Like, what are we talking about?
What are y'all doing, man?
Listen to yourselves, bro.
Yeah, it's wild. That's why social media is a dangerous place. TJ Ryder, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes HTTK? Is that a typo?
Hell to the Kingsberries? Hell to the Kings. Hell to the Kings.
Oh, look at that.
I like that.
I'm being slow. Thank you, Rico.
That's why we have our analytics guy, Rico.
Yeah. Because that one, I was like,
that's right then and there saying Kingsbury.
Yeah. Like,
because of the hat.
Oh, you stumbled into that. Look.
Yeah, I stumbled into it. I'm not about to say act like I knew that over it.
hey, you got the answers right. You got the answers right.
Yeah, be like that.
Good answer.
Good answer. Pit Fight Entertainment. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, what up, crew? It's good. The knock on Medrano coming out was his tackling. If they coached him up and solved that, we might have a steal.
Oh yeah.
I want to see the movement skills because Ed saw it in person. Rio saw it in person. I haven't seen it in person. I've only heard people, and everybody to a man has raved about his athleticism. All the beat reporters, Rio, Ed, they've seen him. They say the same thing. Like, he can move. That's not a question. Question is, can he tackle? Can he process? And as Joe Witt Jr. said, what is he? Is he this? Can he blitz? Can he be, we think he can play coverage. Like, how can you use him? And so they're gonna have to figure out what he is. So maybe we might have unearthed the gem. Who knows? We've been talking about Jordan McGee. Maybe it's Kane Madrano. Who knows?
Yeah, I like Kane a lot. Like you said, I saw him in person. When you see the speed, man, like, because I know we talk about RAS score in the draft, and I think he was he had a super high RAS score because he played wide receiver in high school, played safety, hybrid linebacker, all that. Mm-hmm. He's as quick as a cat. He's got the reflexes too, man. Because some people have speed, but they don't know how to use it. Like when he was out there, it looked like he knew how to use it, how to jump and react and break on the football. Like those are the things he laid out there for that pass breakup. And then the next play, like I said, he got the interception on the next play. So looks like he did something similar like that today. And I just want to see the speed. Of course, tackling is the big question mark for his career, and Friday coming up for the preseason game. But that might because Adam is known. The Niners were known for getting those middle round linebackers, and we're hoping for Jordan McGee to be that if he can stay healthy. But Kane Madrano might fit that mold where Adam Peters finds another middle round linebacker that has that speed to him and that dog to him where he's a steal. And he had 3 picks last year, 3 picks and three forced fumbles, at least 2 or 3 forced fumbles. And some of that stuff is not luck. Like some guys just know how to be around the football. I think that he's one of those guys.
And he has a lot of people in his corner too. You got Adam Peters, UCLA, and then you got Ken Norton Jr. that literally coached them just back in 2023. And he left that job with UCLA to take a better job with the Commanders as our linebackers coach. And he was like, hey, 2025, give me my guy back. And he probably feels like, man, this guy's like just a little bit more coaching away from really being something special.
And suddenly he's moved up to like second or third most player I'm looking forward to seeing play on Friday, man. That guy is fast, and he just finds his way to where the football is. I talked about playmakers. He seems to have that knack. He did in college. He's had it in training camp and even today in joint practice. So I'm excited to see 56 get after it on Friday.
Are y'all concerned about Jordan McGee?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
especially with how important he is. That is more so because Joe Witt Jr. literally said we had plays and formation designed around this guy. So I just need to see him healthy because again, Brandon Coleman was hurt a lot in the offseason and he played the regular season. But not Jordan McGee was in and out the whole time since we drafted him.
Yeah, we have no choice but to be a little bit concerned because the whole rookie season was spent being like riddled with injury.
Now, what I will say, I mean, you guys have a point there, is that sometimes when guys come out the gate with injuries, it's just hard to get kind of like that stigma off of you or just to get that bug away. I know this regime didn't draft for Darian Mathis, but he just couldn't get out of it. Like, he just started the season off injured, and he couldn't get out of the injury bug. So I still have faith in Jordan McGee, so I'm not super, super concerned, but I could definitely see where you guys – this is another – preseason that he's going through back-to-back years where he's not playing, and he's a guy that's really, really needed.
I think you summed it up beautifully, Ed. I feel exactly the same way. The thing that kind of just got me was it came out of nowhere. Like nobody reported anything. Nobody knew anything was wrong with him. He literally didn't practice the final practice before we went to Foxborough, and we was like, wait, what happened to him? Like, we knew Brandon Coleman got rolled up on. We knew he was going to be out. Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Jordan McGee, and Mikey didn't practice. So I was like, is everybody all right? Well, Mikey was fine. So I was hoping that McGee was fine and Javonte, for whatever, like maybe they got a bug or something. They were sick, whatever. But to find out they didn't travel, and I believe DQ when he says it's not serious, but with McGee, it's just like, come on, bro. Like, we gotta get you healthy. We gotta get you right, bro. Like, if it ain't one thing, it's another, man. We gotta get you right, bro. So, Christopher McLaughlin, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the Dubski. Really appreciate you, Chris. My guy writes, hey, Lou, Rio, Rico, and Ed. Hope all is well. Likewise, as always. 3 questions. 1, who are the 3 players that need to step up in the first preseason game? Let's take them one by one. So let's start there. 3 guys that need to step up in the first preseason game, and you are allowed to say anybody. Bill is back in if you feel like he needs to step up. Give me 3 guys that you feel like need to step up in the first preseason game.
I mean, if it's need, I'm gonna go with roster bubble guys. That's the only reason I'm not gonna pick Bill, because I think he's just too explosive. He's shown too many flashes. He's making the 53-man roster. So I'm looking at those back end guys. Really, I mean, I could just say that the back 3 receivers. Like I could go Michael Gallup, Chris Moore, and Ja'Cory Brooks. Who's gonna win out for that last spot? I mean, I guess you could throw KJ Osborne in that discussion as well. Who's gonna win out for that last spot? Who's gonna make the most play? But not even just flash the most, because I feel like a lot of those guys have already flashed quite a bit. Their problem is consistency. I've just heard about a lot of drop passes. I've seen drop passes from all of them, and they've made some miraculous catches as well. They've had touchdowns throughout camp, but it's the inconsistency in the drops. Who's going to be the most dependable receiver that's going to end up getting that 6th spot? And this starts on Friday.
For me, it's easy. It's a trio of second-year players. It's Johnny Newton, Luke McCaffrey, and Ben Sinnott. 2 second-round picks in the 3rd round. And we got 3 damn near top 100 picks that need to carve out a niche for them. Johnny Newton, in a lot of days of camp, has been like the 4th defensive tackle in the rotation, lost an extreme amount of weight, cut his hair, and I want to know what he becomes. Is he going to be the most talented defensive tackle that we thought we were getting in the 2024 class, or is he just going to be a back-of-the-room rotational player? Don't tell me Johnny Newton is Carl Davis. You know, I don't need to know. We need to dispel any of that. I need to see him have a strong showing in preseason. Ben Sinnott is in line to take over for Zach Ertz whenever Zach Ertz' fountain of youth runs out. So we drafted him in the 2nd round as well, to not be a fullback, to not be Kyle Juszczyk or the second coming of Mike Sellers. We need to see him line up with his hand in the dirt and run routes and catch passes and do tight end shit as well. We know you can block. Congratulations. John Bates is a phenomenal blocker. We don't need you to be John Bates' successor. We need you to be ready to step in for Ertz. And we already know what's up with Luke McCaffrey. I need to see Luke McCaffrey making plays in a game situation and not just being practice All-American man.
Ed.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Sam Hartman is one, because Cliff doesn't typically call guys out. And I wouldn't necessarily say he kind of did call him out. He said he's been up and down, so he has to take care of the football. And I saw that in person too. He did kind of throw a right to Kane Madrano. Kane Madrano made a good play on the interception, but he did throw a right to him too. And Colson Yankoff was wide open on that play. So if Sam wants to stay on the roster, he probably would be put on the practice squad. But if he wants to stay within the organization, this is a game where he needs to have a good showing, a clean showing. I thought he played well in the preseason games last year. That Jets game, he played pretty well. He ran, he scrambled well, he looked good. So I thought he played well last year. So I don't know what the difference is this year in practice, that he's been up and down. So I just want to see some consistency from him in the game on Friday if he wants to make the roster. We know he's best buds with Jaden. He's always one of the first ones out there throwing the basketball around and stuff like that. So we already know that. But we got to see it on the field as a backup to the backup to the backup. And then the other guys, you guys talked about a lot of guys already. You can lump in that receiving core, that back part. I know Rico wasn't going to name KJ Osborne, but I definitely was. Especially with the depth chart thing too. Like they made a point to name him a lot in that depth chart, like as first team punt returner for whatever reason. Is he going to be returning some punts? I know Jalen Lane is going to do it, but are they going to like switch opportunities to do it just to see what he can do? Is that something they're going to play around with? Because this is the time to kind of like try different things. Is that there's something they're going to do on Friday? And then Strachan, I guess they're trying to hype him up with the clip today. So they're going to give him opportunities. So you can lump in a bunch of guys at the wide receiver core. And then Gallup, can he make a resurgence from being retired? And then once again, I mean, I'm going to talk about Johnny Newton's a great one too, because we got to hear more from him. And just Eddie Goldman, some of the backup defensive tackles. But once again, I want to see Kane out there controlling the defense for sure and making plays. So that's another guy I want to see step up. And then Tyler Owens too. We've heard a lot of hype from him, running with the ones. But this is where, he's going to play a lot. I can see him playing 3 quarters. So I want to see him not letting anybody get behind him. And he's a big hitter too. He's a thumper too. So I think he's going to be headhunting out there on Friday night.
So mine, I'm gonna start with the defensive line, and because I think we got a log jam at edge rusher. Jacob Martin, hey, are you really trying to make this roster or not, bro? Like, special teams is gonna be big for him, but can you get to the quarterback? I think he's got to prove that he has value in multiple spots. I'm a big Jalen Holmes guy. And so I think Jalen Holmes is a guy that really played well for us down the stretch after we signed him, has versatility, can play defensive end, can kick inside, play defensive tackle. But we have a surplus of defensive linemen, specifically dudes on the edge. And the question is, like, I don't think you can keep all of them, but it's going to come at the expense of another position, which takes me to my third and final guy, Colson Yankoff. He made the team last year. They love him on special teams. Clearly, this team values special teams. Yep. All three of our best special teams players got extensions this offseason. They clearly value special teams. So I was talking to Logan Paulson, and he was like, bro, they're not cutting Colson Yankoff. They keeping 4 tight ends. I'm like, I don't know this year if they keeping 4. He's adamant that they love him on special teams. He's an athlete, a guy that I think we sleep on his athleticism, but former college quarterback turned, running back, now tight end. I want to see what he's about. I want to see if he can somehow earn his keep here on his roster. So I think these are the guys that are kind of competing for those back end roster spots, along with J-Mac, right? McNick is in that same boat where I don't necessarily think it's a position thing. It's, am I going to keep 11 defensive linemen versus 4 running backs, right? Do I keep 10 defensive linemen, keep the extra tight end, but got to get rid of a running back, or vice versa? So it's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do. Those are some guys that I'll be looking at in this particular game. The next one, besides Terry, what wide receiver would you target on go routes? I think that's an easy one. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
It's been Debo so far.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wasn't even thinking him. I was thinking about Jalen Lane.
Yeah, it would be Jalen, but yeah, so far it's been Debo.
Yeah, it's been Debo. Yeah.
Big Debo, but yeah, Lane. That 4-3-1 that actually looks like a 4-3-1 in real life. That's easily the answer for me too.
Yeah, I think it's Lane.
Like today, Debo, but once Jalen Lane finds his stride, it's easily. We literally drafted him to be starting returner and our deep shot opposite of Terry since we lost De'Ami Brown.
And number 3, what is a fair player rank for Daniels overall? So top 100. I think we've had this discussion multiple times. I think we all landed somewhere in between 12 and
15. It was like 12 and 15.
I think it was 15 and 10. I think Ed and myself both went with 10, right? Didn't you go with 10 as well, Ed?
Yeah, I think I did say 10.
Yeah, I think me and him went 10. I think Rio, you went 12.
I think it was 12, yeah.
What did you say, Rico?
I don't even remember, but I know my floor for him is 12. I'm still waiting. Of course, we're waiting on this top 100 to come out. I expect him to be 10. I think at worst 12.
Yeah, I can't see him being any lower. Like 15 is the lowest. I doubt they jerk him. Ed told us Robert in his rookie season was where?
He was 20.
20.
Yeah, CJ Stroud was 20.
Yeah,
as well.
Stroud was 20, or was he like 15 or something?
He was
in the top 20 for sure.
Top 20. Typically, yeah, when offensive rookie of the year quarterbacks are definitely top 20.
Yeah. The thing with Jaden that the other two, Stroud won a game in the playoffs, but he took his team to the NFC Championship game. So
yeah, Stroud was 20.
Yeah, he was 20. He was also 20. Yep.
Yeah. So when y'all say that though, 20 and 20, yikes! It gives me a little pause. Like maybe they won't put him as high. Stroud was like, we were talking about Stroud, how we talk about Jaden. Jaden probably a little bit step above. But we were talking about Stroud.
RG3 was actually 15, so Jaden can definitely be.
Yeah,
he can definitely be top 15.
Yeah, Yeah. And it's not like last year had like all of these remarkable performances. I could definitely see him at
It's a very weird and tricky list this year too, man. This list is.
Well, he'll be higher than Jalen Hurts. I know that for sure.
There are 7 quarterbacks remaining on the list.
Really?
Apparently, yeah. That's something. Some NFL pages there's 7 quarterbacks remaining on the list.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because the top 5 haven't hit the list yet, obviously. And Hurts isn't top 5. He hasn't made the list yet. And Jaden. So that's 7 right there. No, that's 5.
The top 4, them 2.
Jaden, yeah, that's 6.
They just named Matt Stafford.
And Stafford. I'm about to say Stafford would be the other one. Then is it 7 after Stafford?
Yeah, I think it's 7 after Stafford.
Yeah,
so it's got to.
They're gonna put. It's gonna be what? Herbert, Hurts, Jaden in the top 4, right?
So Bake's already been on the list. That's what you're telling me.
Have they named Baker yet?
If they haven't, then it's either Bake or it's Goff. Like we always forget about Goff.
Yeah, we always forget. Yeah, Goff's definitely.
Goff was in the MVP conversation for much of the year.
Definitely making the list.
So it's probably Goff, not Bake. If Bake hasn't already, it's no way Bake hasn't already.
Yeah, Baker's number 50.
Okay, I'm about to say, there's no way Bake wasn't listed already. That's crazy if he hadn't been.
I just feel like if you have the best rookie season of all time, the second best rookie season of all time should be your floor. Like whatever they've been doing these rankings, I don't know what the number is. Jaden Daniels should be at least one spot above any player going into his second year.
When you take a team that ain't contended in 30 plus years to the NFC Championship in your first year, that should have almost as much boost as like winning the Super Bowl, even though we know you're not elite. So I'm just saying.
A team that wins 5, maybe 6 games without him last year.
Yes.
Facts. Massive facts. Like, it's nothing. This got to count for something, man. That's got to count for something. Kyle W., thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the Dubski, man. Really appreciate you. What's good, Kangs? What's good, Kyle? Appreciate the solid content and coverage this offseason as always. Y'all Kings, man. We appreciate you, bro. We really appreciate all the support and love y'all gave us, man. We started this thing last December, and we didn't know how it was going to go. And we started out this thing trying to figure it out, and y'all was so supportive every step of the way. So we can't thank y'all enough for the support, man.
Love, man.
Now the next goal is for y'all to get us to 6K subscribers, man. We hovering around, we fighting to get there, man. Get us to 6K. All right. If you haven't already done so, what are you doing? First of all, shout out to the over 1,060 of y'all out there in the comment section right now, watching this thing live, holding us down like you always do, man. We can't thank y'all enough for the support. If you haven't already done so, hit the like button. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps this channel grow exponentially. Subscribe for more great content. And most importantly, if you've already subscribed, turn on that notification bell. You don't want to miss a thing.
Absolutely.
Hey, y'all don't know. You never know what time we're going to show up. It might say 9. We might show up at 9:15. It might be 9:30. You never know, but turn on your notification bell so when we do hit that button and go live, you in the building. You never know. When something happened like the Terry news last week, boom, we showing up and we showing
emergency show.
You never know. So turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. We really appreciate y'all. Rosario Satara Pileski, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the Dubski. My guy Russ writes, humble request. Can you all make spring merch store for Commanders Kings? I greatly want some custom sweaters and hoodies this fall. We was just talking about
was just having this conversation about like beanies and hoodies. Yep.
That's crazy you brought it up. We gonna get our lives together with the merch. Don't you worry. We're gonna get all of that situated, and we're gonna roll it out in an appropriate manner. So we're gonna get our lives together. Don't worry. He says with the logo on the front of merch so wearers can see when they wear it. We gonna hook it up, man, and we're gonna make it dope. And we're gonna try to have it ready for y'all before it get cold outside.
And when we do, take pictures in the merch so we can pull it up and we can show it on stream, man.
That's right. Really appreciate y'all for the support, man. We gonna definitely we hear y'all. I just want y'all to know that. Greg, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Greg writes, "Sup, y'all? Sup, Greg?"
What up? What up?
Says, "What do you think would be a successful year for Ben and Johnny? Still have belief in Ben and a little belief in Johnny. Damn, a little belief after 1 year? Sheesh. Not DEI Luke, though.
So a lot in
Bro.
Ben, a little in Johnny, none in
None.
Luke.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it right there. That's the list. So, what's a successful year for Ben and Johnny, y'all?
I can't put like a number on it. And I won't say I have no belief in these people. I'll just say my expectation floor is very low. So when they do pleasantly surprise, I feel good about it at the end. But if Luke McCaffrey by end of season can be the next receiver after Terry, Debo, and Lane, if he could be the next guy, like he could be what Noah Brown is in this offense, that's asking a lot of Luke McCaffrey. I know. We took him in the third round, though. So what are we supposed to expect? If he could be the Noah Brown of this offense by season's end, that's good for me. And if Jerzon Johnny Newton, I need him to be one of the big three in the defensive tackle rotation. Like I need him to be one of the three biggest contributors in that row. I don't know what numbers to put on that.
I got 6 sacks, I had said before the season. If he can get me anywhere between 4.5 and 6 sacks, I really want it to be closer to 6 than 4.5. But if he get anywhere in between there, that's a great season for him. Like Joe Witt, I love what Joe Witt said about him because Joe Witt didn't mince any words and he didn't sugarcoat it. He's like, he healthy. We drafted him to be a big-time player for us in the second round, and I expect to see him do that this year. Like, he wasn't bullshitting when he talked about Johnny Newton. So, I expect Johnny Newton to play well this season. And I put, like I said, 4.5 to 6 sacks for him. And then for Ben, I've already put the number at anywhere from 22 to 25 catches for over 250 yards. That's what I'm looking for from Ben in year 2. And I think
my dumb ass answered about Luke and not Ben Sinnott. I just realized that right now.
Well, look, man, he basically said Luke wasn't going to do shit anyway.
I replaced Ben Sinnott for Luke McCaffrey, man.
You did a reverse Patriots beat reporter today.
Yeah. Hey, them white dudes all look alike, man. It don't even matter. It don't even matter if one of them like 250 and the other one like 200. They all look alike, bro.
If you black, you Jaden Daniels.
It don't matter if you 39 and the other dude, and the low cut, and the other dude is, 24 with plaits, with twists. So none of that shit matters. Bro.
200 and 2 touchdowns minimum, Ben Sinnott.
Yeah, it's just a weird one because Johnny's going to play more than Ben Sinnott, snap-wise, I believe.
Facts.
And Ben Sinnott at the same time, too, he's going to be on the field a lot to block. And it's just like, how do you necessarily measure that? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a complicated answer, but I agree with y'all. Like somewhere around like 20 catches, 200 yards for Ben Sinnott, I would be really happy with that. And, of course, you don't necessarily want to hear that from a guy when you took him in the draft last year, but that steady progress, and we got to remember this is a team that, even though it wasn't great top to bottom, it went to an NFC championship. So second year and first year players contributing is not something you necessarily expect them to come in and just be dominant immediately. Not everybody.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say wavelength with you guys. Yeah, just give me like some Logan Paulson numbers, like 28 catches for 267, like something like that would be nice. It's gonna be tough though because Zach is looking good, man. Like, so where are the snaps for him? And I mean, he's gonna get snaps, but the targets. So Zach is gonna get a bunch of targets. John Bates is not gonna get a bunch of targets. That's not his thing. He's a blocker. He's a blocking tight end. But yeah, I think he'll. I'm not too high on Ben getting a lot of opportunities is because of Zach. So, but I can see 20 catches. I think 20 catches is modest. He had only 5 last year, which is inexcusable. Like, he definitely should have got at least 10. And he got the 1 touchdown. So he's capable in the red zone, clearly. You saw the Jets preseason game where he broke a bunch of tackles. He had yak. So he is he's the one tight end that can provide some yak. So I'd love to see Benson get some opportunities. But I would say in line with like 15 catches. I think he's going to get 15 catches this year. That if I had to bet money on it. And then with Johnny, Yeah, same thing like you guys are saying. He in Illinois, he was the defensive player of the year. I get it was college for SEC. He was the I'm sorry, the Big Ten. He was the Big Ten defensive player of the year. And like he was so explosive, they put him out there on special teams and he blocked like 2 kicks. Like that's how explosive he was off the snap. So I want to see it. And then he had the foot injury. Then both feet were hurt at one point where he had to sit out. So he's had a whole healthy off season. So that's great for him. So just work on that. Do not get duped by a fake snap count like Russell Wilson last time. Russ from last year. So I do want to see that for the first game of the season. So he should be out there headhunting for sure. So I see a bounce back year for Johnny. But yeah, he's going to be coming off the bench, coming off fresh, rushing the passer. That's what I want to see from Johnny Newton.
Swaggy Pete, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy Swaggy Pete says, Commander Cakes. What up, Swaggy Pete? You will start seeing bootleg jerseys being sold 2 for $50 in front of the stadium before games, yelling, I got that 5. He said, I got that 5 for you. Hey, look, one of them joints gonna say D-Nils with the I and the E reverse.
Yeah, reverse.
With the Courier new font on the nameplate.
Hey, it's gonna be crazy, bro. That bootleg is gonna go hard, bro, and you're gonna definitely see some people with that joint. I remember when we was coming up, they had bootleg jerseys, bro, and you couldn't tell nobody nothing if they had one of them joints on. So I know they gonna go hard, bro. People always try to make a buck. Antonio Collins, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Our guy Antonio writes, "What up, Canes? What's up, Tonio? Love the content, man. We appreciate you, man." Says, I feel JCM will split the carries with B-Rob and Eck until week 5. Then I believe he will be RB1. Hashtag HTTR, hashtag HTTC. I was talking to Candy today, and she had asked me about Bill and how I felt about him. And because she wanted to know, like, do the fans really think he has a chance to start? And I try to explain to her the sentiment around that, but I ultimately told her like how I've been caping for B-Rob. Yep. Like that's my guy. I think he's a good running back. I think the offensive line, wasn't great down the stretch. He wasn't great, but they weren't great, and that was the real reason why he struggled. So I'm like, I think he's gonna be good this year, and I think he's definitely starting him and Eck, and Bill is gonna have to earn his way onto the field.
Yep.
And I think it also needs to be said that he has to have a strong preseason. Like, let's not assume that he's going to be active. Like, if he doesn't have a strong preseason, he could make the roster. J-Mac could be on the practice squad, and they can elevate J-Mac on game days and tell Bill, you sit down. Like, that's not out of the realm of possibility. He's got to have a strong preseason to reinforce what they feel about him to make him active on game days. So I think that there's this idea that Bill's going to start early, but nobody at the park actually believes that. How do y'all feel about that?
I think we see gifts and we see a skill set that the room desperately lacks, and we can't wait to see that utilized as much as possible on Sundays. It's exciting, bro. We ain't seen a jump cut in this building since AP was here. Yeah. We ain't seen somebody who can see it immediately, that can move off his spot when contact is presented to him in the backfield and get skinny through a hole and have some shake and bake while he's doing so. So we see it, we're excited about it, and that in combination with he probably shouldn't have been a 7th round pick. So we're all jumping the gun a little bit. A lot of us are jumping the gun a little bit, but I think we're going to get some confirmation with our excitement because I think he is going to show up and he's going to show out in the preseason this year.
And I thought it was interesting, like week 5 with, if Samuel Cosme starts on the PUP list or whatever for the season, or IR, short-term IR or whatever, that would be the game that he will return as well. And I could just see us going into that week 5 game. Ooh, that's the Green Bay Packers game too. So we just going to Green Bay Packers fully loaded. Samuel Cosme at right guard.
What, week 5?
That's week 2.
Week five is is that the Chargers? No, the
Yeah.
Cowboys. The Cowboys or the Chargers. Yeah,
It's the Chargers. Cowboys ain't. It's week 7.
Thank you. I was looking at it wrong. But yeah, we go in that game and we just fully loaded the offense. Cosme right back at right guard. JCM, we're ready to unleash our explosive running back. I can see that kind of going that way. I think that's an optimistic view to think that he could be starting as soon as week 5. I think that's a later in the season thing, but I'm rooting for it. I mean, I'm rooting for him to be the week 1 starter, but I just know it's not going to happen.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, so it's funny they put him as running back number 5. I saw some people crash out the unofficial depth chart for whatever reason they did that, but he's not. He's clearly not going to be RB5 or anything like that.
Yeah.
But no, B-Rob is really, really good in the first half of the season. So I don't think he'll be RB1 week 5. I think B-Rob will probably get his 80-yard game here and 60-yard game there, and then he'll break out with a 100-yard game like he did against the Cardinals and the Panthers or Titans, whatever games he had, and then he'll regress to a 40-yard game. So he'll probably do that stuff week 8, have some really solid games, get a couple touchdowns. And then I think JCM will get more of an opportunity around like week 10 when B-Rob starts to burn out. And, I won't even speak negative. I'll just say, we'll see he regresses to the mean around week 10. But I'm rooting for him. I really am. I think he's going to have a heck of a season.
Don't tell B-Rob.
You're right. Yeah, I think he's going to have a good season.
Look, man. B-Rob already know. He's like, I got him. But I got him, though. Got him.
I see 1,000 yards for B-Rob this year. I see 1,000. I'm going to speak into it existence.
Look at that. Look at that. So you bang with him now?
I'm rooting for him. Anybody who's
passing the
800.
1,000-yard season for B-Rob.
I don't believe it. But
I'm just hoping to see the intensity pick up even more. You know what I mean? We've been banging each other for the longest time now. I'm gonna pause that. That was crazy, but
That's what B-Rob 1,000 make you think you lose.
Yeah, he bang with him now.
I've been banging him for the longest.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. I'm gonna pause that. That's crazy. Jared Talks Football. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jared writes, shout out to the puppy.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
He made an appearance for a little second. He right here under me right now.
That's awesome, man. Shout out to the puppy, man.
Shout out to him.
Jensen Richards. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jensen writes, is Louie making an appearance at the live?
Louie wrote that donation.
hey, I'm like, hey, you sure you good over there, bro? You checking on me? I'm checking on you. You good, Jensen?
That word look crazy.
No, I'm gonna behave myself, man. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna feel good, but I gotta behave myself. So,
best behavior at the live, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna behave myself. So, you probably won't catch Louie there, but I'm gonna be turned though. Just trust and believe. It's gonna be a time. Matter of fact, while we at that, let's go ahead and let y'all know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We are going to be live August the 24th, the day after the final preseason game. You know how things get crazy right after the final preseason game. The team then has about roughly 48 to 72 hours to trim their roster down systematically to 53. So we're going to talk about that 53-man roster. We're going to talk about the season and go through the schedule. We're going to talk about what we think this team is going to be in 2025. We're going to make a toast to the season. Among other things, we're going to turn up, have a great time, and we want you to be there when we do it. Crystal City Sports Pub in Arlington, Virginia. Doors open at 5. The party gets started shortly before 6. And who knows, how long we going to go and get this thing. Look, man, you know how these can turn into marathons sometimes. So, the goal is to be done by 9. But
boys be yapping.
Yeah,
man.
You know how it goes sometimes. So you want to get in the building. We've had a few tickets sold just tonight while we've been live. So again, tickets are going. You guys want to definitely get your tickets because
pull up.
they're going fast, and we want you to be in the building, man. We can't thank you guys enough for the support. We look forward to chopping it up with y'all. And as Rico said, it's not only are we looking forward to meeting y'all, we haven't actually met each other in person. So it's about to be crazy, man. Y'all want to be in the building when the Kings pull up and show out. So y'all get your tickets August 24th, Crystal City Sports Pub in Arlington, Virginia. Can't wait to meet y'all. Bart Scott. Can't wait.
It's gonna be a time, man. It's gonna be a time. I told you we getting the cuss word out of Ed that night.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Profanity out of Ed Oliver that night. I promise you.
It's gonna have to be at least 2. What we put the maximum at for you, Ed? 2 or 3?
I don't know, man. Like I said, three drink limit.
Yeah, 3. So by that second one, we might be able to get him to a point where he might let one slip out, man. So we gonna do what we gotta do. We gonna do our part.
Ed can have whatever drink that y'all talking about offering for me, man, because I'm chilling, man. I'm cooling, man.
Hey, look, Rio got a DD, bro. Like Rio is definitely getting turned. All it takes is one for Rio. Rio's done after one, so we just got to get him one drink, and he's already gonna be.
I'm about to get a drink. That junk gonna be sitting there like product placement. That junk gonna be I'm babysitting it all night. I'm gonna hold it all night for the toast at the end of the night. That junk going right behind me.
Hey, yo, he gonna sip slow, bro. We gotta keep our eye on this man. Y'all see what kind of chicanery he up to. He already told on himself, so we gotta be on this man, making sure he ain't over there just. We be playing drinking games. And you got to drink, and the person be just putting it up to their lip, but they ain't actually taking those sips.
Toss that junk right behind my back.
Hey, toast to the season. Oh man, you ain't ish. J Nice 24-242. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Dan would fire up the jet. AP needs to fire up the base boat and get 17 signed. Yeah, I don't like bringing up Dan as if that's a good thing. Like, yeah, Terry would have been signed under the old regime. You're not wrong, but for all the wrong reasons. It wouldn't have been just off the strength of Terry is who he is. It would have been because, hey, we need a win. Let's deflect from some dumb shit we done. Yep. Terry's gonna get his money. Everybody seems to feel that way. That is like the beauty. I take solace in this. I know this has nothing to do with nothing, but I just take solace in seeing the deterioration of the Michael Parsons situation in Dallas and knowing that our shit ain't even remotely close to that. It's nothing like that.
Nowhere. Terry gave them the heads up that I'm about to request a trade. Before this get out to the media, I'm just letting you know, Dan Quinn, few of the players, this is about to go down. I'm just doing this for the money.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, he did the same thing. He went to Stephen Jones and told him, but the difference was he was dead ass. Like
his was like a warning. His was like, all right, y'all want it.
Yeah. And his was accompanied with a War and Peace novel on why I want out. That was one of them joints. You had to scroll to the next one and then scroll again to the next joint.
He filled this Apple Notes up a few times.
Yeah, a few times. I was like, God damn, I gotta scroll again.
Yeah, he got his shit off.
Yeah, it was now. Then Dez Bryant got dragged into it somehow, and then he got into it with Nicki Minaj, and I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? This all started because Michael Parsons, because Jerry Jones went behind his back and went behind the agent's back and tried to negotiate with Michael Parsons, and it just all unraveled. Like now, every time they're in the proximity of one another and they don't speak, it's a big deal. Like, I love it. And Jerry can't stop putting his foot in his mouth. He's like, when I bought this team back in 1989, it was with a handshake. I was like, bro, are you talking about shit that happened back in 88? Like, you bringing up shit that happened back in 88.
He just be talking, man.
Man.
Call him Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons.
On purpose. That had to have been deliberate.
Jerry is a piece of work, bro. I love
Long
it.
live Jerry.
Long
Jerry
live
Jones.
Jerry probably already has the extension already finalized, and he's not going to submit it till September 3rd, the night before NFL kickoff, because that's what Jerry do. You get it on his time only.
Yeah, facts. It's just amazing, man. I love it. The Terry situation is going to resolve itself. They're going to figure it out. I hope sooner rather than later, but they'll get it figured out. AP is on AP time, so I'm still looking at the end of the month towards September and saying, okay, they'll get it done by week 1. But it's just crazy because I really would like Terry to play in that second preseason game, but obviously that's not going to happen. So it's disappointing as it is because you would like him to get some work. He'll be ready for week 1, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Jensen Richards, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, I've been sipping here in the IE. Where's Miss Jackson? Uh-oh.
What's good, IE, man? What's good, man? Shout out to IE.
Yep, shout out to the IE, man.
That's crazy.
I like a lot of rappers from there. Shouts out them. And there's another donation, too, that just slipped in right behind it.
Okay. All right. Pit Fight Entertainment. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Right. Haven't lived in DC since RG3 rookie year. Life has taken me all over the world. Y'all have kept me connected, informed, and locked in. Thank you for keeping the Burgundy of Gold alive for fans like me.
We got you.
Man, we appreciate that. It's super chats like that. It's comments like that you read them and you like, yeah, that's what it's about right there.
That's why we do it. It's why we do it, man.
Yeah, there was some dark times. It was some dark times, bro. Hey, but we made it through to the other side, and now it's about that time where we take all of that pain, that frustration, that disappointment that we had bottled up for over 30 years and turn that into jubilation and winning and Super Bowls. So it's about to go down, man. And I think we're all excited. I speak for all of us when I say we're super excited to see the maturation of this team, this organization. But we also say thank you to all of y'all. Because again, as much as y'all thank us for the support, we thank y'all for supporting us. Like, this shit is therapeutic. I tell y'all this all the time. Like, when we have a tough loss, or y'all might be venting to me. Shit, I'm venting to y'all.
It's therapy. It's like one big therapy session.
Man, I used to walk around pissed off after Redskins lost back in the day. Pissed. I'd be mad for the next like 24 to 48 hours. Pissed. Like somebody just did some shit to me. I don't do that no more because I'm able to get that venom out of me, by talking to y'all, man. So
it's like one big extended family we have through this community and through this fan base. And whether you're watching for one of the 4 of us, 2 of the 4 of us, 3 of the 4, like, y'all mean the world to us, bro. Whether we agree, disagree, see right, wrong, or indifferent, like, I'm not ever going to dislike somebody over a sports conversation, bro. So it's love that y'all show love to each of our channels separately and this channel over here that we put together, because we had some long conversations about doing this. And now that it's in full swing, we're about to do our first live event, and the stuff that we got planned for the future, none of this shit is possible without every single one of y'all tuning into the channel, man. So shout out to y'all, man.
Big ups, man. Facts. Really appreciate y'all. So, with that said, anybody got anything to add? That was the last super. Anybody got anything to add about the preseason game on Friday?
I do see. So looking at Rio's Twitter, somebody quote tweeted and said a Patriots radio host thought Jaden Daniels was the best quarterback on the field today. So that is good to hear, even though Drake May only had 3 incompletions. To hear that from a Patriots radio host is really good. Like, all these Patriots beat reporters, they said good things about Jaden. So to say he was the better quarterback on the field today is definitely good to hear for sure.
Did anybody think that we didn't go in there thinking that he needed to prove he was better than Drake May?
Right. And that's
we all knew he was better.
The fact that he did it with, Ja'Cory Brooks dropping one, catching one, Chris Moore falling down, and him not having Noah and Terry, like that's right. more volumes too. But like you said, yeah, we know he's the quarterback. But Drake May had a good day too. So
yeah. I think that whole quarterback draft class in the first round it has a chance to be really good.
Yep.
I think all of them are super
Whole
talented.
class.
Mhm. Anybody got anything else to add about Friday?
Am I tripping, or did it feel like New England's starting O did significantly more work than our starting O?
I think it felt that way because we didn't get any updates about
Because the way it was presented to us, right?
Yeah.
Because there was so much about Jaden's day we did not hear.
Yeah.
But you did hear that he looked sharp. Like that, like so I see somebody was like, well, as much as people aren't talking about Washington's offense, Jaden didn't really throw any off-target passes, or he didn't really throw anything into harm's way the entire day. Everything looked sharp. He knew where he was going with it. Ball was out fast, and the ball was typically where it needed to be. So
yeah, I think that's absolutely spot on. It's how it was presented to us because we got most of our information from Patriot beat writers. You weren't really hearing about what was like. I can't stress this enough. I didn't even know Luke scored a touchdown. Like, that's crazy because I was under the assumption that he threw 2 touchdown passes. We knew one of them was to Debo, right? We saw the Debo one. And then he threw another one to Corey Brooks, the one-hander.
Yep.
So I'm like, if he threw 2, where's the Luke one coming? Was Luke playing with him, or was that with Sam Hartman or someone else? Because who threw that one? That one thrown by Josh Johnson?
Probably what I don't know. We got very minuscule.
Yeah, we didn't get.
Luke hasn't played with Josh Johnson. When I was out there, he didn't play with Josh Johnson.
Yeah, so I didn't know who threw that pass because I'm like, he threw a 3rd touchdown. I didn't know about that one. So it just speaks to the point that you made that there was so little on the Commander side of things, and I think that was the frustration of the fan base is like everything we're getting is from the Patriots and the Commanders. Like I was trying to explain to Candy, like we live in a microwavable society, Candy. People want it now. And if you wait till you get home and you post it, they didn't already got it from 16 different places.
Hey, I seen this cut up from Rookie Watch. First of all, nothing good has ever come from the page Rookie Watch. It's all nonsense. Bold face. All you got to do is put a bold face caption on something, and everyone's gonna believe it immediately. Drake May just outdueled Jaden Daniels with a shocked face emoji. May went 18 for 27 for 3 touchdowns. Jaden went 15 of 24 for 0 touchdowns on the day.
And just making up shit. And then you'll get people like LB to see that and run with it, or people
with no context.
Yeah, like come on, man.
And then for like Drake May, they're like combining team with 7-on-7 and all this other shit. And then for Jaden, they just isolate. Like, it's hilarious, man. Bro, it's so funny, bro.
Bro, first of all, neither one of them threw that many passes today. So that's first of all, that's not even accurate.
They're combining like drills and the team drill and all that stuff. It's funny, man.
Yeah, that's why I had to throw that out there because the radio host said that he thought that Jaden was the better quarterback today, and then we got you watch saying that thing right there.
And that's wild. Jason Rogers, Uncle Jay, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jason writes, speaking of therapy sessions, I remember Lou was live till like 4 a.m. after the Bears lost. Oh yeah, that one
was a dark night.
Yeah, that was rough, bro.
I mean, a dark night.
Because I was championing Sam Howell. Y'all remember what that was about, and that loss came out of nowhere. I mean, that bad. You couldn't get me to believe that that's what was supposed to be happening. Remember, that loss was on the heels of us almost beating the Eagles, taking them to overtime with the Jahan Dotson catch. We should have went for 2, but we didn't. And Terry, everybody still thinks he was inbounds. They said he wasn't. There was so many things that happened at the end of that game, but we almost beat the Eagles in that game. And then for the next week to come out and play that way was pure insanity. Pure insanity. Anybody got anything else?
Are we gonna make any updated or new Terry McLaurin predictions, or are we just letting it ride what stood last week and we wait and see?
I mean, do
I don't
any of
have
have
any update. I don't
it any the level hasn't risen since the last time we talked. I think we all kind of like evened out with wherever you were at, you just still there.
Well, nobody believes in what Diana Rossini says, but what she said was kind of positive.
Yeah,
I think there were some positive takeaways. She did say the whole tax, the Snyder regime tax, but she did say like he's looking kind of like more at guarantees instead of the AAV, which is positive. I think that's more workable. I think that's more attainable or achievable rather than 34 or 35. Like if they up the guarantees and do 30 mil per year, I think that's something more reasonable. That was like the one thing I think that she said that could help.
yeah. I think that the guarantees has always been an issue. I don't think it was like the AAV is what everybody gets caught up in, but we had this conversation last week. Nobody cares about that. That number isn't a real number. That's just for the agent. That's for aesthetics. The number that matters to the players is the guarantees.
Yep.
Because that's the money I'm gonna end up walking away with. So I think that's been the hang up this entire time. I don't think Terry gives a shit if he's getting paid. Like if you gave Terry 2-year $59 million deal and it's fully guaranteed, I don't think he cares. Like that's 50 million, 59 million. He might want 60. I think the number I heard out there was 60. He wanted 60 million guaranteed. But I mean, that's what the hang up is the guarantee, because that's what the team's on the hook for. Like the money that they have to pay him is what they're worried about. They're not worried about making him a $30 million a year receiver at age 30. They're concerned about, if he not what he's been at age 32, but we still on the hook for $27 million, that's a problem. You know what I mean? So I think the guarantees are the hang up.
Yeah.
Mr. Warm Cookies. I can go for some of those right now, to be honest with you. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you.
Same
All right. Just wanted to show some love, man. Hey, we appreciate that so much, man. Thank you guys.
What kind of cookies though, Lou?
So I eat Sweet Lorenz. I don't know if y'all heard of those. They're vegan cookies, but you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If I didn't tell you they were vegan, you wouldn't know they were vegan cookies. They're delicious. They come in so many different flavors. Maybe I'll bring you some. I might bake some and bring it to them.
Hey, I'm with it, man.
Yeah.
I'm with it, bro.
Do you guys like chocolate or chocolate chip or fudge or lemon or chocolate caramel?
Oatmeal raisins in my bag, but I like chocolate chip too.
I'm a oatmeal raisin guy too. They don't sell those. They have oatmeal cranberry. Is what they have. That's actually really good. That's my favorite.
That intrigues me. I'm an oatmeal raisin guy.
Yeah, that's delicious. So you would like it. Maybe I'll bake a few of those and bring them to y'all. See if I can try them.
Yeah, the sugar cookies and snickerdoodles.
You like sugar? They have sugar. I might get some for you.
But yeah, I've seen Sweet Lorenz. I got some in the house right now. I got the chocolate chip ones.
See. So look, they're vegan and they're delicious. So you should try them. Sweet Lorenz, hit me up. We need some sponsorships for this.
They said eggplant cookies is crazy, Lou.
You could get eggplant to taste like cookies because they take on the flavor of whatever you cook it with. So I bet if I put eggplant in there with the Sweet Lorenz.
Oh, I've definitely copped Sweet Lorenz cookies before. Probably didn't even know they were vegan.
Look at that. Look at that.
I'm looking at them right now. Okay, yeah, them joints is fire.
Exactly. Look at y'all. Y'all vegan and don't even know it. Don't even know it. Anyway, Mr. Warm Cookie, you see what you just did? Started a whole random ass conversation just based off your damn name. That's the type of shit we be on over here, man. Y'all got anything else before we get out of here about the game on Friday? I asked y'all about the game on Friday, and none of the final comments had anything to do with the game on Friday.
Hey, Warm Cookies, he changed the game.
He definitely got me over here like, damn. I sure could use some warm cookies right now, man. Those sound delicious.
Okay, is there anything specifically on the field related that would disappoint y'all Friday?
An injury, that's it for me, really.
No, not non-injury, just play specific.
Yeah.
Is there something that could disappoint you Friday?
Yeah, sloppy play, fumbling, turning the ball over. Like Sam Hartman's had a turnover issue. If Bill went out there and had, like I know a lot of people were already at J-Mac's neck from the NFC Championship game. If he would have put it on the carpet, that would bring back some really bad memories. Like you don't want to see turnovers, because really we want to see guys have an opportunity to play. Turnovers in a preseason game where the clock just seems to be always running because they're trying to get shit over with. You don't want to turn it over and take the offense off the field. So I really think turnovers is one of those things I really don't want to see. And sloppy play, obviously, I don't want to see happen.
And I would be really disappointed if there's not at least a couple of people that flash. Just, okay, maybe this guy deserves more PT. Like, if we can't get at least a couple of those, I'd be pretty disappointed. If it's just a really just slow, mundane game, that would disappoint me.
And to add to that, please don't make this one of them, 13-10 bullshit ass games.
Please, man.
Oh,
take some risks.
Those
preseason take some risks.
The worst.
Well, yes, come on,
take
man.
the deep shot or two, please.
Like Cliff, I know it's preseason, but open it up a little bit.
Yeah, can we get to the 20s at least? Because these preseason games be crazy. It'd be 13-10, it'd be 16-10. Then somebody try to go on a game-winning drive at the end to make the shit suspenseful. But can we get to the 20s, please? That would be nice. That's a lot to ask in the preseason, I know.
Yeah, I just want to see one of the receivers stand out. One of them need to step up, whether it's KJ, Gallup, Chris Moore, like somebody needs to step up.
I thought you was about to throw your defender out there.
I thought he was gonna do it again, man.
I was waiting on that shit.
I was waiting on it. That was sitting on that dead red fastball.
Yeah. See, look, I was gonna leave the defenders alone, but when Braylon gets out there, man, put her fingers when Braylon gets out there for sure. Like, we'll be tweeting like crazy when Braylon gets on the field, man.
That's wild.
When Braylon taking on the field.
Yeah, just for that, I need Braylon to sit this one out. He just got here.
Braylon's wearing number 80.
Sit this one out.
Yeah, Braylon's wearing number 80.
That 80 is nasty too, boy. Oh, that's nasty. I said, yuck. I remember when 80 used to be the thing to wear at the receiver position. That shit was disgusting. Tay Martin was somehow got 6. I was like, you couldn't have duplicated some shit too? Man, like 80, bro.
If you know you ain't making a roster, dupe a number, bro.
Yeah,
like, you can't have you out here looking crazy. Like, bro, the Eagles just traded for Jacorian Bennett, a 4.31 player, and they got this brother in 49.
Nah, man, stop.
First of all, 4.3 is not allowed to wear 49 on a football field. That is disgusting work.
Bro, stop it, man. That's a temporary number right there. Like not temporary for the 53. That's temporary because he just got there. The next time you see him, he gonna be in 39 or some shit.
Soon as the final roster go out, you're gonna get an announcement at like 1 minute later that Jacorian Bennett changed his number.
Yo, that is insanity, bro.
You got that boy looking like a college kicker for like UTEP or something. Hey, the
UTSA kicker. Hey, go ahead, man. UTEP, bro. Stop it. That's nasty work. 49 is crazy. That is wild. Anyway, don't get us started on the number shit. We'll go down a whole rabbit hole with that. Don't get us started on the numbers.
Hashtag numbers matter over here.
And you know what? Let me just throw this in there. Matt Gay missing kicks would piss me off. Big time.
Oh yeah. Big time.
Yeah, that would get me.
We can't do this again. Can't do this again.
We can't. So that would be something else. Anything else?
I think that's all I got on the preseason game, man.
All right. So y'all know what that means. We will be back next week with a full recap of the preseason game. And we will turn our attention to the Monday night game. So next week is going to be interesting because there's a big gap between the preseason game on Friday and then the next game on Monday versus the Cincinnati Bengals. That is a primetime game, Monday Night Football. Lots to talk about with that. Hopefully a Terry McLaurin deal is reached before all of that takes place. But in any event, that is going to do it for the Kanks. We really appreciate y'all kicking it with us. Y'all know what it is, man. If you're coming at these Kanks, you best not miss.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, get your tickets. Commanders Kings live August 24th. Crystal City Sports Pub in Arlington, Virginia. Want to see y'all in the building. Don't meet us there, beat us there, man.
Let's sell this thing out and let's have ourselves a time. The first of many.
Yes, indeed. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to Gabe and Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah, we've been going against each other for so long. Shit, I'm just hoping to see the intensity pick up even more. You know what I mean? We've been banging each other for the longest time now. I'm gonna pause that. That was crazy, but yeah, we've been going against each other for so long.